Welcome in, y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Everybody click the like button as you gather. Y'all like my shades? Aren't they cute? Very Y2K, I must say. All right, I'm rocking the curls again today, and we're going to be talking about. I kind of like how they look, though. Let me leave them on for a second. How y'all doing? We're going to be talking about how these men can't even afford to be simps. So I get a lot of comments and a lot of people saying, "Oh, the men that take care of y'all women or the men that do this and that for women are simps." Blah, 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 blah. A man who takes care of his family and gives his woman money and pays her bills, they're simps. We're not going to do that. You can't afford to do that sometimes, guys. The reason why you're so against being a provider and paying for a family and making sure your woman is happy is because you can't afford it. So, when it comes to other men calling men who provide and give women, gifts and things like that, when they start calling them simps, that's an indication of they can't afford to even be a simp if they wanted to. And this also leads into why a lot of men have to go elsewhere to be a simp. They can't simp in the United States. So they got to go simp overseas or where their dollar stretches longer. So if you're not able to simp in your own country, don't down other people who are taking care of their women. If you calling them simps, really it's being a provider and treating a woman as though she is a prize and a treasure, and you're able to provide and give her the things that she wants and needs so that she sees you as the man that you wish you could be. All right. Y'all like my shade? Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, don't go around calling guys who can afford women in the US or just afford women in general simps because it's not cute when someone catches you guys, elsewhere simping harder than anybody over here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I shine, sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes, my queen, come through. Speak, woman, speak. Thank you, girl. I appreciate you. Thanks for the donation. So, yeah, I don't understand why guys put down other men. I thought y'all were all on the same team. I feel like women are all on the same team, and we want everyone to be happy and to get treated correctly by guys, and you know realize that they're the prize and all that kind of stuff. So no matter where you are on the planet, get your money, ladies. Okay. Oh, Angelica, you call him cheating. What should be your exit plan? Great provider, but can't tolerate cheating. Sorry, should I confront other women? Honestly, all men are going to cheat no matter where you go. So always find a provider if you're going to get up and leave every time you catch a man cheating. At least that way you leave with more than you came in with. Okay. If you don't like cheaters, don't ever date a broke man. Someone saying cheat back. Thank you for the donation, by the way. I wouldn't confront the other woman. That's not her deal. It's the man that cheated on you. The woman has no relation to you. She doesn't know you. So it's not really her fault. I believe the man is at fault. And I wouldn't leave until I found a replacement. And I would try to get some money out of it or a new car. And if you still don't want to be there, then you can leave. But let him try to make it up to you financially before you decide to leave or cheat back. But at the same time, I would definitely have a replacement. I don't work off of emotions like that because that's not logical and that's not adding anything into my bank account. So I would definitely really think about it. Um, Maybe don't sleep with him. Maybe go find you a little friend on the side until you figure out what you want to do. But I would not leave without something. Okay, get your money. Um, I would definitely tell him that I found out and that he needs to compensate me financially in order for me to forgive him. And then if I decided to stay, I'll stay. If not, I'm gonna go anyway with my gift. Okay. Oh, Cree, sprinkle, sprinkle. Your content is always popping on my For You page on TikTok. One video had over 300K likes. All the compliments said sprinkle, sprinkle, girls waking up. Yeah, sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, and that's funny because I don't even have a TikTok account. Someone else is posting that, and um, thankfully bringing you guys to the YouTube channel. So I'm very excited about that. All the new coming um, people from TikTok. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Cree, for the donation. Um, so yeah, men who are simping in other countries come back to America and call men who are doing the same thing for their women here, who can actually afford their women here, simps, but what they're simping 10 times harder elsewhere. So don't let these guys fool you. Or even the broke ones that can't even afford to leave, can't even afford to leave their mom's house or go on any type of vacation. You know, we understand why they say men are simping because they can't even afford to do anything but lay on the couch at their mom's house. So we understand why they're jealous. But um, if you change your mindset, if these guys would change their mindset to actually realize that their role in the world is to be a provider and to be the man and all this kind of stuff, they may look at things differently. But unfortunately, playing video games all day and expecting a woman to do, what a man is supposed to do is now the new norm among some people. And we know that line of thinking is what keeps people in poverty mode and poverty mind. And a lot of these men don't mind staying in poverty. A lot of these men don't mind being mediocre or broke. And a lot of these men will look at anyone who's trying to do better for themselves or to do better for their woman and children as being simps or whatever. And that's why they stay exactly where they are generation after generation. So you can't give those type of thinkers any type of attention because they're just going to drag you down back to their poverty level. And so a lot of men get mad because women won't date them because they don't have money and this. Well, that should give you an indication that women don't want to date a loser. Women don't want to date you if you don't have any ambition or drive to get up and go make a better life for yourself instead of staying in the same life you were born in, especially if it's not doing you anything, if it's not doing you well, if it's not taking you to that next level, if it's not making your mother proud or anybody proud. Why would you sit there and stay in that position instead of trying to get to the next level? It doesn't make sense. And a lot of people don't want to procreate with that type of DNA because it's loser DNA. Okay. So don't get mad if you keep getting rejected as a man and then turn around and call other men simps who are doing more and earning more and things like that. Don't get mad at them, get mad at yourself. The only person you need to be upset with is the man in the mirror because he's not doing anything to get to where he needs to go. Okay. And a lot of women, like I said, will try to build with you, will try to help you. They've asked me questions. How do you get someone who's not manly or masculine or earning the most money or who's very ambitious? How do you get them to become ambitious and more masculine? You walk away. That's how, okay? You don't try to help him. The more you try to help him and mother him, the less ambitious and manly he's going to be. You walk away. That's what makes him get up and realize this ain't working no more. Okay. So a lot of ladies have been asking, how do I get my man to man up and get a job and pay all these bills? Leave. Leave. Threaten to leave. Start packing. Give him all the bills. If he's not trying to figure out how he's going to pay them all, then you start to packing. Okay. Because a lot of I'm if you can make it without him, of course, or you think you can do better. But what I'm saying is a lot of women want to try to parent or mother their man into a man. That was his mama's job, and that's his job. That's not your job as a girlfriend or a wife. If he is the way he is, you just keep leveling up. And when you have outgrown him, then you start, you know, letting him know that you've outgrown him. If he doesn't try to grow with you or grow above and do more for himself, then he doesn't want to. And there's nothing you're going to be able to do about that. Okay. Um, how do Okay, let me see. And why would a woman want to multiply dust? Exactly. No woman wants to multiply dust. And a lot of these guys are saying, y'all are going to end up lonely and single, but at least we're not bringing more dusties into the world. By the way, I'm married and I have two daughters. So I didn't bring no dusties into this world. Thank goodness, because I didn't marry a dusty. But at the same time, women don't want to bring more dust into the world that you can't even afford to take care of, guys. They don't want to marry a man they got to make excuses for instead of brag on. Okay. So I'm sure a woman would rather be single than to sit there and make up excuses for her loser husband or whatever. Okay. So don't think that women not marrying um, is an indication that they're unwanted, because women get proposals all the time. They just have to turn them down because they're dusty proposals or they're proposal from men who aren't going to meet their standards. Okay. Um, so they got to turn down a lot of proposals from dust. Okay. And it's easy to turn down proposals from dusties because all you have to do is close your eyes and imagine your life in 2 years from now. And it's going to be worse than it is right now. So that's why they quickly say no. They say, I can't do this. Nope, 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 nope. And they don't end up marrying, these type of men because they don't want to repeat the poverty cycle or, lower their standards to be with somebody who thinks, living mediocre or in poverty is okay. So no to struggle love, exactly. You said Walmart promise rings, exactly. They're saying no to them Walmart rings. They're saying no to struggle love. They're saying no to dusties. So y'all go marry somebody who need a green card, and y'all make the best of it while it lasts. Okay, because all I'm saying is don't. Women don't want to marry you dusty. They don't want to do 50-50, especially women that. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys, a lot of women, not a lot, some women got mad and they were thinking that I was downing women from other countries when I was talking about the passport bros. All women get your money all over the world. I don't care where you are. Okay. Get their money too, because they're over there acting like they got it. And if they're willing to give it to you and act like the quote unquote simp that they call men over here who provide for their families, if they're willing to act like that over there with y'all with their, with their money that's worth more in your country versus in their own country, then please take their money too. I have nothing against any woman anywhere. Just get your money. They're gonna give it to somebody. Y'all might as well take it because we don't want it over here. It's not enough for us. Okay. Um, so let me explain myself. So let's say a guy goes, oh, a lot of people are saying, well, if guys can afford to travel, then they must not be broke. You know, when you get that tax refund, do y'all know about tax refunds? Yes. When those guys get their tax refunds, they get a large amount of money at the same time. So they don't really have to save. They don't really have to, have it in the bank. They just wait till tax return season, and they take their little money and then they go travel. And then after that season is done, they're back to working and having little of nothing. Okay. So we don't want the little amount of money that they have to offer because it runs out very quickly. And if they're on vacation, they're only there a couple of weeks or a week out of the year. The rest of the weeks or the rest of the months of the year, they're over here broke. So take their money if they're trying to give it to you. If they're trying to simp on you over there for a week, take it because the rest of the year, they're broke over here. That rhymes. Okay. So we don't have anything we don't have anything that we want from them, okay? So don't feel like we're jealous because we don't want their call center money. Their tax return is, how they get the tickets over there, how they get the hotel fee, and that's about it. When they come back, they're literally starting from zero. Okay, so we're not jealous if a guy started from zero and someone we wouldn't even give the time of day to. But telling you ladies over there, they're bringing their money to you. So please take it. Get their money any way you can. Because if it's worth more over there, then of course you can do more with it. And at the end of the day, if men are giving money to women, that's all that really matters, right? That's it. So get your money, ladies. wherever you are. um, and you know, there's a solution for everything. If men are going overseas with their tax refund to act like they have money, then great. Everyone lives in a quote unquote delusion, so they say. They say that women in America are delusional for wanting a man that has real money and that will spend on them. But yet they take their tax refunds and then go to another country where their currency is worth more and do the exact same thing that they talk about other men for doing here in America for their own women. So I don't really know, where where the hypocrite part comes in, but I know that if if that's what it takes to feel like a king, then that's what it feels like to feel like a king. And I promise you, I feel like whatever it takes for you to feel good for the rest of the year and those memories abroad, to do your low paying job. If that's what keeps you going, then by all means keep it going. All right. Simp elsewhere. Okay. Don't let nobody find out. Um, and even the guys here who make fun of husbands and boyfriends for paying for their women. If you had it, you would do it too, but you don't got it, so you can't. Okay, let's sprinkle, sprinkle. You left your 50-50 Dusty because he said, I'm leaving. You living in a fantasy world. I should find someone who will pay all my bills because I'm delusional. Yes, sprinkle, sprinkle. So your man didn't really want you anyway. He just wanted half of the bill money. Think about that. Because if a man really wants a woman, he will definitely pay all of it. Oh, thank you for the donation. He wanted the half. He wanted a roommate. He didn't want a woman. So the next woman he goes to is, he's going to be looking for 50-50 in her, not the woman of his dreams, because he can't afford to live the lifestyle that he wants without help from a woman. Okay. Okay, Valerie in the house. Thank you for being a member. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And thank you for the donation, Kayla. Appreciate that. But yeah, I always feel like if you need me to pay for half of anything, you don't really want me. Okay. Okay. So, a lot of these guys are trying to survive or live in nicer areas by going 50-50 with women and saying that men who pay all the bills are simps. But if you could pay all the bills for your woman and have her also living in a nice area, y'all both living in a nice area, and you are paying all the bills, that's not simping. That's just able to do it. That's just having more money. That's just having more drive and ambition and a better position and not making excuses, and not trying to live off of the back of a woman. That's what that's called. And if any man tells you it takes two to make it in this economy, they're broke minded. Get away from them. That means they can't think and figure out how to make more money. Okay. That means their level of thinking is way down here. They can't even figure out how to get paid or figure out how to get another stream of income, if that's what they're going to say. And I don't want no man that's that stupid, period. Okay. If you that dumb, I can't be with you. I don't want to mate with you. You stupid and dumb. I need you to figure out how to get more money. And if you can't figure out how to do that, I don't want to mate with you. Okay. Yes, I'm married. I've been married for a long time. I have two teenage daughters. So I don't feel like, in this day and age, men are just not thinking outside of the box because they're too busy playing a video game. Y'all need to make a video game on how to get paid, and maybe people will start figuring it out. Somebody needs to make a game about how to create several streams of income, and y'all get them little headsets and the little microphones, and y'all play for 8 hours a day. And then when you're done playing, you should have about 30 ideas on how to get this money. Okay, because if y'all play them games all day and still don't have any clue on how to get a second stream of income, but know all the codes and ways to beat some stupid game, then y'all are wasting your mind. Okay. Wasting your mind and wasting your time. Um, you said even a poor man in love is a sole provider. Okay. So That's all I'm saying. We can't procreate with dusties who can't figure out how to get another stream of income and need to depend on a woman to survive in this world. Like that shouldn't even be, replicated. That shouldn't even be reproduced. That should die out on its own some way somehow because that's not working. If you're going to keep, if you want to see better generations in the future, stop dealing with these broke men. Okay. Stop having their babies. Okay. Stop having broke babies. Stop having broke man babies because that DNA of that mentality is going to transfer and it's not going to be a good combination. Okay. Find men who know what they're doing, know how to get it, and that's who you procreate with. 'Cause otherwise, that DNA does transfer and you don't want that. Okay. Um, how to raise a masculine provider son as a mom. Give him duties and make him get a job and don't pay for everything and make him do the work. Make him do all the man work in the house. Tell him take out the trash. If y'all have the lawn, if y'all don't pay for lawn service, have him take care of the lawn. Tell him get a job as soon as he's able to get a job. And make sure he knows how to fix stuff or at least get stuff repaired or find a way to get it done or whatever. Make sure he is a man of his word and does what he says he's going to do. Don't allow him to procrastinate when things got to get done because men should not be procrastinators. Because when they got to get it done, they got to get it done. Make him go above and beyond his duty. Teach him to be mannerable. Teach him to open doors and be a gentleman and all that stuff. Okay. Teach him to do all of that. Teach him how special and sacred a woman is and that they are not to be someone's 50-50 and that if he wants a woman or a wife, he needs to be sole provider, not the other way around. I know it's hard because, that's your child, that's your son, and you don't want some woman taking advantage of him. But at the same time, you don't want some woman, you know, feminizing him and not allowing him to reach his full potential because he's, using her to build on and he never built for himself. You will never know his true potential if he's always building on a woman's back and thinking that she's supposed to do this, this, and that. He will never reach his full potential alone. So he will always need a woman to even feel like he's thriving. And you don't want that. Not from a grown man. So you need to teach him to get it so he can be provider for a woman. Okay. Okay. Real provider don't want you stressing at nobody's job paying 20. Mm-mm. Thank you. So, you know, and you don't want him to end up, being with a woman that that is 50-50 and then telling him what to do. Then he's going to be like, you know, no say in his own house because if a woman pays 50% of anything in her home, she runs the place. Okay. It's not both. It's not equal because she does way more work. And so she's going to pull rank if she pays any type of, 50-50 roommate situation. The man will never pull rank in a 50-50 situation ever. The woman will always rule that house. Um, and always second guess him and always correct him and always make sure he's doing correct. He will never feel like a man in his own home ever. He will have to run everything past her. And if he doesn't, she's going to yell at him. So that's why I don't believe in 50-50 marriages or, relationships because the man ends up being like the woman. Y'all might as well be in a lesbian relationship. Okay. Um, and I know guys don't want to hear that. Men do not want to hear that. You cannot have any type of respect if you're going 50-50. And men do know this. And so if a man asks you as a woman to go 50-50, you're not the one because he don't need your respect because you're a placeholder. You're a placeholder because he would never, if you were the one, he would never ask you to pay anything because he would never get your respect or you would never value him as a man. So he already plans to leave you if he's asking you for 50-50. He don't even care what you think of him. He don't even care if you respect him because you're holding a place for the other woman that he's able to save for since you're paying 50% of all the bills. Okay? So don't do it. It's never worth it. Um and they may say all the things that you want to hear, but in the back of their mind, you're not the one because they know you don't respect them. Yet still, they have their hand out at bill pay time. So either they're in survival mode, they don't care if you respect them or not, which means they don't care if you ever see them as a real man. They're just there for survival. And if you were to stop paying, they would leave. So they not really, into you as you thought that they were. Okay. So get out of that 50-50, Barbara the builder and we gotta build together mentality because that only helps the man, not the woman. And then they have the nerve to turn around and call you a gold digger when they're building on your back. That's why you don't ever pay for no bills in no grown man's house. Or you don't ever let a grown man live in your house without him paying all them bills. Period. Um, oh Valerie, sprinkle, sprinkle. You said fake made his ex pay half. Now she divorced him and pays her big alimony and property money. Don't let them fool you. Exactly. Men will lie about what they have, so you need to check them out first. Make sure you do your background check and credit check and all that good stuff. Okay. Oh, God is wild red in the house. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do you have your level up notebook pen? Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate you. Thanks for the donation. Men don't want to provide. Men want access. You must make them provide. Exactly. Get that bunny. Make them provide, ladies. Tea in the house. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, when a man calls another man a simp, it's just because he's jealous that he can't afford the woman that he really wants. Okay, because he's probably unhappy because he's making do and he's in survival mode with whoever he's shacked up with roommate style going 50-50. Okay, so he's angry because he doesn't have a voice in his own home because he doesn't pay all the bills, so he has no voice. A lot of times they end these relationships because they have no voice, they can't feel like a man, and then they end up disliking women even more because they've been emasculated by women. And when a man has been emasculated by women because they don't want to be a man and pay these bills, then they call women gold diggers. But women aren't really gold diggers. Men are just not doing what they were supposed to be doing. Okay. So, back in the old days, you couldn't have a woman if you didn't have a way to provide for her. So, that's what men need to remember. You don't deserve a woman if you can't provide for one. Okay. So don't get mad at women because you can't afford them. That is literally it. These guys are walking around upset, mad, calling women all out of their name because they paycheck is low. Uh-oh, VA in the house. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said mine spent thousands of dollars on some gamer chick in another country. 5K, you made him spend 50K in 2 months after you caught him. Good for you, VA. Get your money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. he won't, he will do it again, but I'm prepared. Good for you. Keep getting your money. As long as your bank account grows, that's all that matters. Because a lot of these guys are out here mad, not at us, but at themselves. They just used us to project their angers onto to reflect back to them. So if they're too broke to afford us, they call us a gold digger, and then we tell them that they're broke. And so they're just getting that reflection of themselves. Okay. And that's exactly what they're getting. Oh, you a gold digger. No, you just broke. And then it sinks in because it's true and they know it. So then they say, okay, well, how can I not seem broke? Oh, I know, my little paycheck goes further in other countries. Let me go somewhere where no one can see the true me. Let me go somewhere where my reflection does not look broke. And so that's what they do. And that's okay. If there's a loophole in so many situations that you can figure it out. And all I need for men to realize is don't come back here mad because you still broke, no matter, you know, how good you felt elsewhere for a week. Remember that feeling and hold on to it, and try to remember it. And don't forget where you are, and stop calling other men simps because they're not broke. All right. Just get your money up. That's all you got to do. Get your money up. There you go. Um, and for those of you who don't know, yes, I am married. Been married for 17 years and to a provider. Yes. And I also feel like, these dudes now could never pay dowry in another country. No. And my husband is a little bit older than me, a lot a bit older than me, and so he still values when a man was a man and when they were providers. His mindset is that men are providers, and also he doesn't see how women can deal with losers that can't do anything for them. It's like saying that you don't love yourself as a woman and you'll just take anything. So I feel like, we shouldn't be settling. It's better to be single than to settle for a man who can't even be what he's supposed to be. Okay. Um, they're complaining about paying a woman's bills and maintenance, but just think about how much a dowry costs and how much money needs to be thrown in the air for a wedding ceremony. They could never, yeah, they can't even afford a marriage. And then they talk about women who are single, but they can't even afford a marriage or a quality wedding ring or a house for their bride and future children. But they're upset at us for not wanting to marry dust. Okay. Well, it's not that women aren't getting married. They're just being extra picky because a woman can get married whenever and they're still dating. They still getting a bag from someone, or that doesn't mean, men aren't paying their bills. It just means they have not chosen one to, you know, be a wife with. A lot of men think they're the prize because they're in their feminine. Their mind is not masculine anymore because so many of them feel that it's not correct for a man to be a provider. So therefore their brain has switched over to a more feminine way of thinking. And that's why they think they're the prize. Uh-oh, Lulu Bunny in the house, sprinkle, sprinkle. And that's okay. Whenever you come upon a man who thinks he's the prize, he's going to be feminine in a lot of ways. He's not going to provide. He's not going to pay. He's going to think he's the prize. He's going to be looking in the mirror more than you. And he's not going to be very ambitious in life. He's not going to be trying to, give you gifts and take you where you want to go. It's all going to be about him. So you might as well be with a lesbian if you're going to date a man who thinks he's the prize. Okay. Um, and this is probably why a lot of women switch over to women after dealing with these dusties because it's literally the same thing, except they don't have to worry about getting pregnant by no dusty. And some of these women are more manly than these dusties out here. Okay. As far as when it comes to, providing or at least dating. Okay. Guys be a little too worried about how they look nowadays. I can't even tell the difference anymore. Like when they pull out that wallet, I know they straight. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When they with a girl and they pull out that wallet, that's the only way I know they're straight these days. Oh, Lulu, sprinkle, sprinkle toward the building fund. Thank you, girl. You know the building fund. That's code for my wallet, right? My bank, like a pastor. Thank you, girl. I appreciate you, Lulu. So Yeah, the only way I know a man is straight these days is if he's with a woman and pull out that wallet. That's how I know. Are you straight? Yes. Any other way, I don't know. I can't tell. I'm sus until he pull that wallet out. Then okay, you might be straight. Yeah. Um, how would a woman who was in a masculine need to change their mindset? To let the man pay and let him provide, and don't deal with any men who can't do that. It's better to be with someone who provides and protects and does what he's supposed to do than to be with a feminine man because he's going to make you more masculine. And allow people to help you. Ask for help, ask questions, and let people assist you and do for you as if you deserve it. That helps you in your feminine as well. How you dress, how you walk, how you talk, and things like that. Thank you. Um, and it doesn't have to be like, you don't have to be truly vulnerable and weak. You just have to act that way so that you can get the response that you need. Okay. So you can get the extra help and the extra attention and the extra, attention, masculine attention that you need. Okay. You say, what's a simp? A lot of these guys say that a simp is a man who spends money on women and pays their bills and does nice things for women. And the sad part is the mentality of these men who don't feel like women deserve all those things and more. They're still trying to sleep with them. So the funny thing is, these men feel like you don't deserve anything. You don't deserve to be treated like, um, the woman that you are. You don't deserve to get your bills paid. You don't deserve for dinner to be paid, but they still want to sleep with you. So basically, what they're saying is, a man is stupid for spending money on a woman who he likes instead of just trying to sleep with her and leave. That reminds me of wild dogs and animals on the street, how they just go out and look for some and then go back to their alleyway or their backyard. So those type of men are more animalistic in thinking, and usually that comes from being in survival mode a lot because they can't really get sex, or they can't really be treated civilized anywhere else, so they don't understand how to treat other people civilized because they're constantly in survival mode because they're broke. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, your robo goddess. So this is why they think like this. This is why a lot of dusty men only want sex from women because they're always constantly in survival mode. And if you think about, psychologically, you got food, water, shelter, and sex, right? Those are all the things that most people need to survive and procreate. So most men have food, water, and shelter, and they don't really have the money to take a woman out to a nice place, to a nice restaurant, to travel, and to do all these other things. So they only focus on the sexual part of it because that's all that they feel like they can get. Um, and they rely on that to try to impress women because they have nothing else to offer or give them. So when a man is only about sex, 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 he's also mostly in survival mode. Okay. That's why most broke men are eager to figure out how they can sleep with you or see how fast they can sleep with you because they don't have anything to offer you. And before you find out that they have nothing to offer you, they may have already, gotten the goods. So that's why you don't allow broke men to sleep with you because literally they're just trying to survive and spread their seed because they don't have any foundation. Okay. So don't be fooled. Stop laying down with dust, baby. Okay, Valerie, sprinkle, sprinkle. They don't even help their mamas and want a date. Exactly. Their mom be telling them to look for a job and do this and do that, and they can't even make their mother proud. What makes you think you're going to be proud to have some man like that in your life if they can't even make their own mother proud? So That's why I say these guys who are walking around upset, mad at women, calling other men simps who can take care of their business. They're just projecting because they can't afford a woman. And that's literally it. So never take offense from a broke man's mouth. If a broke man is saying something, I mean, no one should take offense to it. They're in survival mode. They're saying whatever they gotta say to have a chance at survival, to have a chance at a woman that they can't afford, to have a chance at something that they can't afford or put their money towards, So we can't really blame them for what they say and what comes out of their mouth because they're literally just in survival mode. That's why you shouldn't even just deal with them and ignore them and keep it moving. Don't sit there and argue with somebody in survival mode. They're trying to survive. You sitting here comfy and cozy and with your little glass of wine and they stealing the Wi-Fi from the neighbor with an electric blanket and you sitting over here arguing with that Dusty and you don't even know. Okay. And they calling everybody simps because, they sitting over there stealing Wi-Fi and an electric blanket because they ain't got no heat and calling us gold diggers, but it's literally just living in survival mode. So why would we take any of those types of men seriously? And they're mad because we don't want them. Well, next, we don't want you and your electric blanket and your stolen Wi-Fi, Dusty. Okay, keep it moving. Um, that's it. Keep it moving. Don't be mad at us. Be mad at yourselves. Simp and gold digger at the top of the food chain, and they're mad. They're mad they can't get your cookies. What is there to want, really? Nothing. Okay. How can you tell if a man is broke? By his conversation, literally. Like what a man talks about will indicate how he thinks about money, how paid he is, if he's complaining about the economy, if he's complaining about bills, if he's always asking the price of stuff, most likely he's broke. Okay. If it looks like it hurts when he pulls out his wallet to pay, he's broke. Okay. And I've shown you all this face in other videos in the past, but have you ever seen a man pull out his wallet like when y'all are on a date and it looks like it hurts to open it? It's like he's doing it real slow. The bill has come. He's like he opened it real slow and he dig around in there looking for cash and then he looked through all his credit cards and he pulls it out real slow and then his face be looking like this when he paying. That's how you know he broke. Watch when he pays. If he's eager to pay, like it's no big deal. If he's taking deep breaths, if he's holding his breath when he's paying, he's broke. Okay. If it hurt to pay, he's broke. Watch a man when he pays. You'll be able to tell if he's broke or not. He's gonna have an evil look on his face. He's gonna be mad. He's gonna be doing math in his head, trying to figure out if he's gonna come up negative or not in his account. He's not gonna look right when it's bill paying time, when it's time to pay at the register, when it's time to pay the tab. He's gonna look confused for a second. He's gonna be looking like he's doing math in his head. It's gonna look like he got a little vein up here pumping, and it's not gonna look right. So that's how you can tell when a man is broke. Watch when he pays. You can tell. Just watch this. Okay. Um, there you go. A man that has money pays with confidence. Okay. He doesn't make no type of face. He don't look like he doing math in his head. He just whip the card out and be done. Okay. Um, there you go. A vein pumping. You can yeah, you know, he's like worry girl. What if he has money but won't spend on you? Then you're not the one he likes, and so, you're wasting your time, you know? So, for example, if a man has money but won't spend on you, you're a placeholder until a woman comes that he will spend on, okay? So remember that. You're a placeholder, and I wouldn't be a placeholder. Um, I need money spent, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-oh, serenely ascending in the house. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just because a man pays for something don't mean nothing. How does he treat you? The more a man spends on you, the more he invests in you, the better treatment you should get, and also the more valuable you become to him because all his money is going to you. So it's like an investment. And how a man treats you is how you treat yourself. That's number one. So you need to treat yourself like you're all that, like you're the prize, and you need to have high standards. And if a man sees you treating yourself that way, he's not going to dare treat you any other way because he knows that you can step and find another one and leave with the money he already done spent on you. Um, so yes, we're not here for pygmy talk. Um, we don't like. We would rather be with a man who spends on us than treats us like a princess, but then has their hand out at bill time. You can treat us like a princess. You can wash our car. You can give us massages. But when it's time for bills to be paid, don't come to us with your hand out asking us to pay half because that's just a roommate. When the bill comes after dinner, don't look at us. We ain't finna pay. And so I feel like a lot of women give these guys the benefit of the doubt because they treat them nice. People treat women nice that they want to sleep with. People treat women nice that they get half the bill money from. I'd rather you give me my money and I will treat myself nice because I will not care what you think as long as you pay these bills. And you will learn to treat me how I treat myself as a man because you will not get response from me unless you do that. So I feel like a lot of women feel like as long as the man is nice, that's all that matters. Mm-mm. Paying bills, a man paying your bills is what nice is. That means they care about your well-being and your ability to save your own money to create something in your life or make sure you have enough to spend on yourself, and he doesn't need anything from you. That's my definition of treating a woman nice, not making her pay for anything. um will it be difficult? Okay, I don't know, baby. Just don't tell nobody. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't tell nobody you celibate or you're a virgin. Just lie, lie, lie. Make them believe you they gonna get some, and some always coming up. Okay, just lie because that's what men really, really looking for. And if they don't think it's on the table, then they're gonna disappear quick. So just lie to them, baby. Oh, you said you caught your boyfriend cheating and he worked a lot. He only have 350, but he trying to blame me for finding the pregnancy test underneath the sink. I don't know. What? Girl, I'm not even bothering with no man that's not paying me no like all my money. And he's a boyfriend. He's not even a husband. And I told y'all all men cheat, so might as well date a rich one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. Thank you for the donation. So remember this next time. Go get you one with money who's giving you thousands instead of hundreds. That way, when you find out he's cheating, you still have thousands in your bank account or thousands of dollars worth of gifts and whatever he done gave you. Because it hurts more to get cheated on by a dusty than it does a man who's giving you money. So remember that. All men gonna cheat. Make sure you find one with some money. And instead of crying at the bus stop or in you know, a regular car, you could be crying in a luxury car and going shopping for retail therapy at the same time. Okay. Just know this. You ain't gonna stop no man from cheating. Just make sure they got money so they can comfort you with cash. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's just the truth. Okay. It hurts worse when they broke, believe. Because then you feel stupid for dealing with them. Um, oh, woe is me, my mansion. Oh well, you quickly forget and forgive once you start realizing, dang, I got a nice house, got a nice car, I ain't got to go to no work. I got this money, I can cheat too. All of that stuff started feeling good after a while. You're like, go ahead, have fun with your bad self. Next time you get caught, I'm upgrading to the next vehicle. So, keep it in your mind, that's what's gonna happen. So date rich. Date someone who can pay you. Date someone who can let you live in comfort and leisure. Okay. Don't be dating these broke men, being mad because they out cheating. If they were spending all their money on you, they couldn't afford to cheat. Okay. Or if every time they did get caught cheating, they have to upgrade your lifestyle, they may think twice. So make sure you keep it that way. Why am I wearing sunglasses? Um, Spring autographs. I just thought they were cute, and plus, y'all, I'm like surrounded by bright lights, and sometimes when I'm on video for a long, long time, the light, gets to my eyes. So I'm just trying to, look cute and protect my eyes at the same time. It's easier in the daytime because I don't need as much light because I have the light from outside. But at night, it's a little different. Okay. I literally have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 lights on me. That's a lot of lights. Um, so yeah. What does it mean if a man has, I don't even know, babe. I don't know about that astrology. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do I ask your sugar daddy for more money? He only gives me a certain amount. Tell him your bills or expenses have increased and you really need a little bit more. And ask him like in a sweet voice and hold his hand, look at his eye, and look pouty, like, maybe he'll give you some more, girl. You gotta be nice. Just play, sprinkle, sprinkle. You need a husband to do something. He says it doesn't make financial sense, but he has the money. You're irritated because it's something I really want. Then stop doing everything that he likes until he does what you want. Okay. Thank you for the donations. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Cut off all things that you're doing that he depends on and that he likes until you get what you want. Tell him you on strike till you get what you want. That's it. That's how you get it. You on strike in every way. No cooking, no cleaning, no sex. Don't even really talk to him. But for communication, if y'all have kids, it's like, you know what? I'm not getting what I want. You ain't getting what you want. We're gonna be two shifts passing in the night until I get what I want. Do that. Okay. Because that hurts worse living with someone who's on strike in every way. It's cheaper to make her happy. Happy wife, happy life. Okay. I'm not sitting up here and get ready to argue with you. If I don't get what I want, you're gonna be miserable till I do. Okay, that's how we work. Um, you're gonna be miserable till I get what I want. I'm gonna complain about it. I'm gonna talk about it all day. When you ask me to talk about something, it's gonna be exactly what it is I said I wanted that you're not trying to give me, and that's all we're gonna talk about until I have it. Okay, that's all we're gonna talk about until I have it. No dish gonna get clean. You're not gonna touch me. No laundry gonna get done because I'm not doing that anyway. But I don't know what y'all doing over there. But nothing is going to get done. You might not even get your mail if I check the mailbox. We don't know. I might give it to you, but it might be a couple days late. We don't know. Mm. So he's gonna give you what you want eventually. You just have to wear him down, okay? How do you get him to take me on a date? If he haven't asked you out on a date, he don't want to, baby. Or he can't afford to. All right. Maybe you need to start talking about places you've always wanted to go. That's like places that most people take other people on dates and see if he gets the clue and the hint that he needs to ask you out. If he doesn't, he probably can't afford it or don't want to. I'm not, I'm not getting ready to like tell someone, look, are you going to take me out on a date or not? Because, you don't want them to say, I'm sorry, I can't afford that. Or no, just get the clue. Um, would you say it's dusty for a grown man to ask his little sister to reimburse him for gifts? Um, Probably. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how old the little sister is. Or I mean, gifts are supposed to be gifts, right? I don't think you're supposed to reimburse people for gifts. Okay. Um, my lip gloss that I'm wearing. Oh, my Level Up Cosmetics It's wearing off though. I need to put some more on. And it's in the color glow. So y'all can get that at levelupcosmetics.us. It's linked in the description bar. Okay. Um, thank you. So, what if he now says he doesn't want to have the type of relationship he has treated me to a couple thousand, but is angry now or something I'm grooming the next already? Okay. Then he can't afford to keep up with you, girl. He's not trying to pay forever. Not all sugar daddies are going to last as long as you would like them to. A lot of men get excited in the beginning of these types of relationships and they will spend thousands until they can't. Okay. So they only have so much to spend. And when their money runs out or when they don't feel like, you know, they're getting what they want, they're going to get upset. So you need a man that does not get upset and has the real money to actually spend on you. Because a lot of those guys don't really have it like that. Some of those guys are using their tax refunds. Some of those guys are using their savings. Some of those guys are going into credit card debt to have the type of woman that they want. And when their money runs out, they start getting upset. And so that's when you make your exit and move on to the next. Okay. 'Cause if they can't really afford you, they shouldn't be trying to hold on. Okay. A Dusty will maintain the house, keep the grass cut, mow the lawn, pork rinds, wash the dishes, mop, sweep, check the mail, etc. Rich men don't do these things. They pay people to do those things, pork rinds. Okay. They pay people to do those things. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So they don't need a Dusty. And if I were a Dusty, if you doing all that, you might as well be a house sitter, a lawn man, a handyman. You know what I'm saying? You could have 3 jobs. You could have your own company if you're doing all of that for somebody. You hire a couple more Dusties, start a car detailing business, do all the Dusty jobs, be a Dusty entrepreneur so you don't have to be Dusty forever. Come on. All that stuff you doing for Pick Misha, you could be earning your own money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Do Dusties know they are Dusty? Yes, they do. They know they Dusty. But Dusty is not permanent. You can come out of that if you just start doing what it takes. A Dusty don't need to be Dusty too long. I mean, if they start really using their mind to think of how to make money, they could do it. It's not that hard. They just don't they just don't do it. Mhm. Uh-oh, just plays. Your husband is a provider majority of the time, but his money is low. He starts asking me and saying we are supposed to be a team. Then say, I'm not on no team. I don't play no sports, baby. If you want a teammate, go find you a man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's exactly what I say. If you start asking me, telling me about some team, I'm gonna point you to some dudes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. We don't do that over here. Tell him he need to man up and go find another stream of income or figure out how to make that income increase. That is not your problem. Okay? Or he need to let you free so you can go be with somebody else that has some money. Okay? Um, don't come to me whining. Go the time you wasting whining to me, you could have been figuring out how to get some more money, sir. Um, why would you hire strangers to clean the house. That person could be a serial killer or something. I'd hire a cleaning service that's insured, and most of those are ladies that do the cleaning, sir. Okay. Um, that's exactly yeah. What do you think about Tiger Woods' girlfriend, Angeline? I don't know who Tiger Woods' girlfriend is. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I have not been keeping up with Tiger Woods news. So I don't know about his girlfriend. Maybe you can tell me and I can, go from there. What's his girlfriend like? Sorry, but I don't know. I literally don't know. But as long as she's trying to get his money, I don't have anything against her because I feel like all women need to get their money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If my husband fell on hard times, would you leave him? My husband would never fall on hard times because he has enough money. He has enough savings. He has insurance. He got all the things in place to not fall on hard times because when you fall on hard times, it means you are not prepared for the future. You do not plan ahead and you do not have things lined up in case this, and that goes down. That's called being financially responsible. So, that's why it's hard for people to fall on hard times because they plan ahead. And this is exactly why I decided that I would wanted to be with an older man who plans ahead for all those types of things. You know what I'm saying? So, people put things in place in case this happens. People put things in place in case that happens. People have this, and that to back up, backup plan. So, I don't think that would ever happen. Okay. So for people that don't plan ahead, I wouldn't be with them because I'm asking questions. I'm like, so what happened if you lose your job? How you gonna do? How you gonna pay these bills? Oh, okay, you got savings. Okay, you got this, you got that in place. You know how to get the okay. We good then because I don't have to worry. If you live paycheck to paycheck, I can't have nothing to do with you. Period. And no woman in her right mind should have anything to do with a man who also lives paycheck to paycheck. They need to have something to back it up. They need to have money coming in from different ways or a way to get it in case the paycheck stop. Okay? Because if you're living paycheck to paycheck and he loses his job and you're like sitting here wondering what to do, it's because you didn't choose a real provider who is financially stable. Financially stable does not mean paycheck to paycheck. Okay, so y'all have to remember that. A career versus a good job are two different things. Um, that's what I say. Like, don't deal with men who live paycheck to paycheck. And literally, older men will have backup plans, money, savings, different accounts, all that kind of stuff in order to keep thriving if one opportunity is lost. And usually if you are a career man, one opportunity is lost, the next opportunity usually comes on pretty fast if you're good at what you do in your field with increased pay. So if a man does lose his job or is laid off or the company is sold or whatever, they have all this experience to take to the next place and get paid even more. Okay? So that's what you need to aim for. Career goal, career oriented or men that own their own businesses or things like that. Um what do you think about couples that have no intimacy? Is the men always supposed to chase the woman? Um, if you think he can get some, but I'm not chasing no man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like a woman should never have to chase a man. That's a little bit humiliating. That means he's not really attracted to you anyway. If you got to chase, girl. If you have to chase, he don't want it. And why would you give something to somebody that don't want it, girl? Think about that one. I'm not chasing no dude. That means I'm unwanted if I have to chase. You better I don't even want to be with you if you don't want me. Okay. Um, so it's not gonna work out. Even if you are attractive, it makes you unwanted if you chase. Exactly. Like, why is the woman chasing? And maybe the man doesn't want you. Maybe he's, I don't know. Maybe he don't want to have sex. Maybe he's gay. Maybe he's doing with somebody else. Who knows? But I'm not finna chase, though. That's out of the question. What if they want you to chase obsessed? Then it's not worth it. You said, what? And if they want you to chase their in their feminine energy, exactly. And your mantra is if he's not obsessed, then it's not worth it. Exactly. So, don't ever chase a man. They don't want you if you gotta chase them. Oh, Star Ruby, thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why do women think a baby can keep a man? Um, I don't know. I think you're more likely to keep a man if you get a ring and money spent on you. You're more likely to keep a man if you make him invest money in you. Okay. There you go. You think that you're at the point where you just need to level up first. So keep leveling up then, girl. Do what you gotta do. um, let's normalize men being providers. It's not a weird and not weird gamers. Exactly. Like normalize. Like if we keep saying that we want provider men, that's what men are going to become because when men become what the women want. So just keep saying that you want provider man, provider man, provider man. You see how easy it was for the high value thing to catch on because people said it so many times. Now it's like I'm a high value man. And that doesn't even mean anything. When you say I'm a provider man, that's what I need to hear. I don't need to hear about no high value, great value, Walmart brand. I need to hear about provider. Okay. Let's change the narrative from high value man to provider man. Scratch that high value crap because that don't mean nothing. Are you paying or not, sir? Okay. I don't care about the HVM. I care about the the provider men. Okay, let's X that out of the vocabulary because it means nothing. Because you're high value, that don't mean you're a provider. That don't mean you're gonna pay these bills. Let's put the P out there. Look, provider man. Okay, provider man. Get rid of that other stuff that means nothing. Absolutely nothing. I need to know you're a provider man. These dusties need to level up and come around and start saying, I'm a provider man. Okay, instead of I'm a high value man. Look, that means nothing to me. Are you a provider? Because your value, your high may be my low. Can you provide? Okay, then you don't need to put high or low. Provide is, okay, you got it. We know what you're working with. So, I'm not like that high value crap is stupid because you don't know high they could be making five figures and think they high value. You can't pay nobody's bills. So no, provider is what you need to hear, not high value. I need provider. Look, make that the norm. Normalize that. Make that the new words. Provider men. because a lot of y'all walking around here talking about how do I find a high value man that won't spend no money on me and want to split bills 50-50. Ma'am, that is not valuable at all. That man is not valuable at all. What you need to be looking for is a provider man, not no high value man who got uh, a list of things you got to bring to a table, because that means he has no value. If you have a high value man, he's not asking you to bring nothing to the table. Okay. So if you have a quote unquote high value man and he got a list of stuff you got to bring to the table, then he is not high value. What you need, like I said one more time, I say it one more time, y'all need provider men. Okay, there you go. T. So what should I do in my level up phase? Ignore men right now. You should level up your confidence to where you're only going to deal with men that want to provide and not ask you about how much money you earn and if you want to build with some man or not, and this and that, who just wants to enter your life and to make it better. And those are the type of men you need to only deal with. And usually you're going to find them on the side of town where things are a little bit more expensive, where people have nice cars everywhere you look. And you're going to have, people that aren't in survival mode or struggling. Everybody's living nice life, and it's not a big deal to be a provider or to pay for things for the woman that they want to be with. That's what you need to be dealing with. Okay. Level up as best you can as far as your looks and your confidence and all that kind of stuff. And know that you deserve that, because a lot of these broke guys out here have you thinking that you don't even deserve a broke man. And a lot of women have been brainwashed to think they don't even deserve a broke man who wants 50-50. You deserve more than that. They're just trying to lower your self esteem so that they have a chance to ride on your back and use you as a placeholder so that they can go get the woman that they really want. So don't ever listen, okay? Don't ever listen to a broke man because they have no advice to give you. Don't ever listen to a man who needs you to pay half the bills. They have nothing to offer, okay? They can not make your life better. So don't listen to them. They're only just wasting their breath to make themselves feel like a man because they know that they aren't able to provide and be the type of man that the type of woman that they really want needs them to be. So they get mad and they spew all this, negative comments towards women because they can't even get a woman. All right, don't worry about what they say. If what they said held truth, they wouldn't be complaining. They'd have what they wanted and they wouldn't be on here upset. Okay. Um, I said I never said dusties are bad. They're just not ready to provide for women. Exactly. A dusty is temporary. Unless you allow your dustiness to be permanent. A man should remember that he's a man at one point in his life and get up and go do something. Okay. If he never remembers who he is, then he may remain dusty. I don't know. Hmm. If a man doesn't remember he's a man, he may stay dusty for a while until he figures it out. Who knows? Um, do you think women with money are selfish for dating men with money? No. Why would a man? Your money is your money as a woman. Okay. A man's money is to provide for his woman. You see how that makes more sense? Breezy, thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Can you speak on dealing with men who have money but seem stingy with it? Um, they don't want to spend it on you. And this means that you're not the type of woman that they spend on. Men with money will spend money on the type of women that they want to spend on. You may be a placeholder until their type appears. Okay. And it's sad to say, but not all rich men spend on every woman. They spend on some women and they don't spend on other women. Okay. So if they're not spending on you, you're a placeholder. And because they could meet another woman a week later and be spending money left and right on her because that's the type that they want. So if they're not spending money, you're usually not their type. So you're a placeholder until their type comes along. So don't even bother with them. You know, don't try to figure out how you can get them to spend. They will spend if they are trying to impress you and keep you and invest in you because they want you around a long time. If they're not trying to do that, you're not the one that they really want. Okay. So just, it's not a good feeling, but at least you're not going to waste any more time. Um what to do if a guy is playing mind games? Learn how to play them better and win. Also, like guys who like to play mind games, they think they're smart. If you're smarter than them, you'll beat them every time. But at the same time, some people like to play games because it's a turn on to see what they can get away with and to see if you're going to be smart enough to catch them. So if you literally beat them at their own game, it could sort of be a turn on. If you can't beat them at their own game, then move on, baby. He said, "How to tell a married man that you can't have anything to do with him unless he's paying all your bills pretty plus pretty tax." Just like you just said to me. I'm sorry, you're married and I really can't have anything to do with you unless you're improving my life in some way, such as paying some bills or, giving me some money. Otherwise, I don't feel right. Tell him straight up. He the one that's doing wrong. Either he pay or he go. You could say it in a nicer way. I usually don't date married men, so, if you're not gonna be improving my life in any way, it's literally a waste of my time, so at least you could help me out. That's all you need to say, and if he wants you, he'll pay. There you go. You attract rich men but can never hold on to them help. Well, whatever you're doing, try a different approach, I don't know what you're doing wrong, but whatever you're doing, try a different approach. Maybe you're talking too much. Maybe you're giving too much information away. Maybe you're not, you know, um, confident enough. I have no idea. I don't know. But change something because obviously something is off. You made a Dusty pay your phone bill, had to get something out of the deal. No. What do you do if you're in a relationship with a guy you love, but he's broke? Leave. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Love is not enough. Um, Let me tell y'all something, ladies. Love is not going to pay your bills. It's not going to upgrade your life. It's not going to pay, you know, for you to stay home with your newborn baby. It's not going to fix your car. It's not going to put food on your table. Okay. It's not going to do any of that. And women are so afraid to leave somebody because they love them. But these guys out here will leave their own child to go do something else. You know what I'm saying? So are you telling me that a girlfriend is more loyal to a broke man who can't even improve her life than a man is to his own child that he's going to walk away from because the woman is not what he wants? So y'all need to be thinking, stop being loyal to these broke men. If that man loved you as much as you loved him, he would go get some more money for you. Okay. If that man loved you the way you loved him, he would get up and go find some money for you. He don't love you enough. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Saying I love you and kissing and hugging and saying all this stuff, it doesn't count. The real way a man shows you he loves you is to get up and bring you something you need to improve your life. Okay, that's love. Like, if you are a single parent and you say, I love my child, I love my baby, but it's sitting there looking hungry and you need to pay these bills so the baby can have somewhere to live, are you going to get up and go get some money because you love your child? Or are you just going to say, oh, baby, I love you so much no matter what? I'm sorry you have no food and shelter. I'm sorry the lights are turned off, but I love you. No, that is not love. That's words. Love is action to prove to another person that you want them in your life and you will make their life better by being with them. That is love. Other stuff ain't word. It's just love and lust. Words and lust. So if he loves you, he will get up and get some money. A lot of these men don't love y'all. That's why they won't get up and get no money for y'all. But y'all will sit there and defend them, make excuses for them, say, but I love him, and they won't do the same for y'all. Just saying. You need something, they can't give it to you. You need $100 for something, they ain't got it. But you sleeping with them every day, paying for food, loving them, giving them everything, but they can't give you $100 when you need it. Nope. That is not love, baby. That is being a fool. Oh, Fave Brown, Sprinkle, Sprinkle, don't want to be seen with him, but wants to take me out. Girl, wear some sunglasses. Get you some shades. Get you a wig, baby. Do your makeup real different. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you that embarrassed to be seen out with somebody, change your look up. Change your voice, change your looks. Draw a mole on, do something. Get you a wig. Nobody gonna know it's you anyway, girl. Mm. You told your guy you're going to stop working. He said it's up to me and he don't say nothing bad about it. Should I take the leap? Yeah, if he's gonna pay for your bills, why not? How do we show him that we are the prize? You're automatically the prize if you're a woman. That's you don't have to show improve nothing. You are already the prize, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You were born the prize. If you were born a woman, you were born the prize. You're done. You don't have to do nothing. If he doesn't realize that, then he's in his feminine. Okay. Treat yourself as the prize. Treat yourself as the priority. Treat yourself how you want him to treat you. That's all you have to do. How did you get rid of guilt or empathy? I never had it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why would I feel guilty for asking a man to do what he's supposed to do? That makes no sense. You're supposed to be a provider, sir. If you want to be with me, that's what you're supposed to do. So how can I feel guilty? um, that's how I feel. That's why there's no guilt because that's what he's supposed to do. Men ignore when they broke, sis. Trust me, exactly. Guilt is created by society. Exactly. If you were living in the old days and it was a man's job to provide, the woman would never feel guilty. Their job still is to provide. So you shouldn't feel guilt. You're 34, you can still attract a provider, seems to only attract dusties. Go to the nice part of town and date older men. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Date older men in their 50s and up. Men your age, they can't afford the lifestyle you're looking for. Okay, you need to date older men, much older. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Tia. Date more mature men who have careers, who are financially stable, who are ready to spend. That's what you need to aim for. Professional older men with money. They will respond to you. better. Go to happy hours, go to nice restaurants near very nice law firms and office buildings. They usually hang out or go to lunch next to, their own buildings because they have to get in and get out. So find nice restaurants and sit at the bar area, go to happy hour next to nice, you know, office buildings, and you will probably meet someone who can afford your lifestyle that you're looking for. Okay. There will probably be less dusties in those type of places, and you'll be able to, you know, scope out who's got what, especially if you can see the cars in the parking lot as they drive up. Okay. So keep that in mind. That's what I used to do. Sit at the bar, these restaurants next to these nice office buildings. You could see everybody driving up what they driving before they even walk in. You already know who to make eye contact with. Okay. You already know what they're driving. And if you listen and you eavesdrop in on some of their conversations, you know what they do for a living. So you just have to be very aware, very smart, and strategic when it comes to where you hang out and who you meet and who you make eye contact with. Um, so just make sure. Okay. Most successful older men are not going to be out in the clubs at night. They're good. Because they got to get that money the next day. Remember that. Don't only only don't always only go out on the weekend. Go out for happy hour. Go out for lunch. This is where you're going to find career men who are financially stable. Only people that go out on the weekends are people that have the weekends off and work all week and are young and trying to find booty calls. Okay. You need to find older men who are career oriented and getting this money every weekday. Okay. What about a trader who have a lot of free time? I don't know. Get whoever giving you money. That's who you going for. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Whoever giving you money. That's it. Whoever can give you money. Whoever looks like they can pay your bills and their bills. What do you do when you're out alone to pay off what when you're out alone to play it off besides looking on your phone? Um, Own that you're out alone. Own that you are a mature, beautiful woman who can be out on her own. You know what I'm saying? Own it and act like you're enjoying your time having a glass of wine or a drink or happy hour or whatever. That you're glad to be away from whatever you're there getting away from. Okay. A lot of times it's not that you're out alone, it's that you're out having a good time, enjoying your life. Okay. And you can sit in a nice, position. Make sure your posture's nice. Make sure you're observing what's going on around you, sitting there enjoying your wine, smiling, maybe talking, if there's a bartender there or whatever, and make sure that you look approachable and look up. If someone, looks at you, make a little eye contact and let them know that you are approachable. Enjoy your time, enjoy your moment. People watch. Don't look like you're just there waiting on somebody because usually when you're scrolling on the phone, it just looks like you're waiting on someone. Oh, Shannon, sprinkle, sprinkle, want money from a guy, but I like to be alone. Then tell him your mom's visiting after he gives you money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Um, get the money first, then tell him you busy. All right. Coach them to get the brothers on a disability check. They don't leave whenever you lift them. Uh, Well, I'm sure these guys out here with all types of checks are gonna spend on the type of women they like. It doesn't matter if it's disability or not. They're gonna find a way. Okay. Shira, you need mods for these dusties. Eh, Your boyfriend asked you to marry him and he's still married. I said no. That's funny though. He's just trying to keep you so nobody else can have you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-oh, Catherine. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thanks for the donation. Should we play hard to get initially? If you don't like him and you know he will chase, of course. That way he can feel accomplished and proud of himself when he catches you to pay you. Okay. Okay. They gonna chase you to pay you, girl. How you doing? It don't get no better than that. He chasing me to pay me. Oh my goodness. I might let him catch me. Okay. Thank you. I might let him catch me if he catching to pay me. If he chasing to pay me, he got some money in his hand. I might slow down. Okay. Um, what to say when a guy asks for your number, but you don't want to give it to him though through DMs? Um, how are you gonna give it to him? Through email? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm not sure how you supposed to give him your number, girl. Ask him for his email? That's a weird question. Like, how are you supposed to give it to him? Mhm. What if I give my money, but he doesn't give me any? What? Why would you give your money, girl? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why would you give your money? That's a no-no. Never give your money, baby. The older bum man is paying off your car note, but I think he's a bum with some money. Keeping your car note paid, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. You said we pay 50-50 and never has enough. Then go find a man that's gonna pay 100, baby. Because I'm not dealing with no 50-50 roommate because that's all he is a roommate. If you're paying 50-50 with some guy, don't claim him as your man because he is just a roommate. He is not your man. If he was your man, he would take care of all that. Okay. And if he was your man, no other man can come along and say, "Hey, baby, I'm gonna pay all your bills. You ain't got to pay for nothing," and take you away from him. If that was your man, you wouldn't be able to be taken away very easily. You know what I'm saying? You regret saying anything about him cheating. He broke up with me after I confronted him. How do I ring him back and keep my pocket change going and have other men to offer to after I accuse him of cheating? First of all, if you say anything about him cheating, then better be prepared to accept the cheating. Or you better be prepared to not be angry when you confront him about the cheating, unless you're married. If you're married or you know that you're the prize and he's going to choose you over whoever he's cheating with, you can confront a man on cheating and get more money. But whoever he's cheating with, if he's trying to get with them anyway, it's probably easy for him now that you found out to break up with you because now there's a reason. So I wouldn't really try to go back with him if he's not chasing you. If he broke up with you that easy and didn't try to fight for you after being caught, he don't want you. So you're at a place where, thank you for the donation by the way. You're at a place where he was trying to get caught and he's not wanting you. He wants the other woman. Okay? Because if a man gets caught cheating and he really wants you, he's going to do whatever it takes to get you back. He's going to be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. It'll never happen again. She meant nothing. I wasn't." They'll even try to deny the fact that they were cheating. And then they'll be like, "Oh, well, what can I do? I love you. I don't want, I don't want you to go." They'll be doing all of that. But a lot of men cheat to get caught so that they don't have to break up with you, you know, or it doesn't have to be awkward when they break up with you. It's like now, okay, well, I got caught cheating, so, let's just break up. Sometimes they do it on purpose so they can get out of the relationship or the situationship. So if he didn't try to keep you after you found out, he never wanted to keep you. Okay, so don't be too sad, but at the same time, learn that a lot of guys will cheat just so you can break up. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. If it were me though, and he was trying to break up with me, and he cheated for me to break up with him, or for him to break up with me, I would just say, you know what? I would tell him I was cheating on him too, even if I wasn't, because that's gonna mess with him psychologically, and he's gonna be like, "Well, she was cheating on me too. With who? Why? Why was she cheating on me?" Now he's gonna start thinking about you and when you was cheating and why you was cheating, and now you got the best of him, and he's gonna start thinking about you. Well, why was you cheating on me? And how long were you cheating on me? And um, then he's going to get angry and he's going to get back into his emotions about the time that he spent with you. So just lie and tell him you was cheating on him too, girl, just to get a rise out of him. He may come back if he thinks you got somebody else in your pocket. You know, well, I was cheating on you too, and I'm just glad that we both, can be open about this now. And I didn't know how I was going to tell you either that I was seeing someone else, but I even thought we were going to be together, so I kind of stopped talking to the other person. But now that I know that you're, moved on, then I guess it's okay for, things happen. Like you lie, tell him you was cheating too. Then he's gonna be mad and start worrying about why you was cheating, who you cheating with, what you gonna do. Now he's gonna try to get you back because you've already moved on. And now you're a challenge again. You see, if you weren't a challenge while he was with you, you're a challenge now. Because now you broke up with now y'all are broken up. He's got to try to get you back. You got another dude. He got to take you from the other dude now. So now you're just playing games, and he may now be more interested in you that you are unavailable and have been cheating on him and played him the whole time. Guys like women who treat them like trash, especially if the man is treating you like trash. They like women who have one up them and beat them at their own game. So just need to lie. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. And he's gonna feel all messed up, especially if you were sleeping with him, girl. If you were sleeping with him, he's gonna be like, man, you were sleeping with me and another guy at the same time. Gonna feel real bad. So get him like that. Uh, he's got to be emotionally distraught after you get off that phone, girl. Uh oh. Thank you, B. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Boyfriend acts like I should submit after giving money. He makes statements instead of asking, how do I respond to prevent this behavior after he gives me? Act, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So take the submissive behavior and exaggerate it to where it's sickening and disgusting. So after he gives you some money, use your sense of humor. Be like, thank you, King, sir. Would you like some slippers? Thank you, King, sir. Thank you, King. My Be sarcastic with your submission, okay? Would you like me to wash your feet? Thank you, King. I'm going to go get the bucket to wash off your feet now. Mm. All right, there you go. Just act sarcastic. He expects you to submit, then submit. Okay, go get a bucket of water, pour some water in it, stick his foot in it, and be like, "I wash your feet." Sprinkle some baking soda in there. Yeah, there you go. Is there anything else you need, my king? There you go. Your royal what? Your royal what? Is there anything else you need? Yes. Would you like your slippers? Thank you for this money. I'm going shopping now. Enjoy your foot bath. I have to go. Bye. How to deal with a man that's jealous of you. I don't want to deal with a man that's jealous of me. You got to be earning more than me or doing more than me to even worry about being jealous of me. You know what I'm saying? If they're jealous because other men want me, they should be. That means they need to keep me happy by giving me money. You know what I'm saying? So if they're jealous of me and I don't need to be with them. If they're jealous because I attract other men, then they better keep giving me the right amount of money. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, how to deal with a provider who is a narcissist? Become a narcissist as well. Okay, there's nothing like two narcissists together. It doesn't work. It's like you. It's just like being with another normal person. Okay, so if you become narcissistic, then their narcissism is not going to bother you at all. It's just like now y'all are both equal as far as narcissism is concerned. So whatever they say to you, you basically say it back to them, and it doesn't mean anything. um, what if he's not your man, but you find out he's asking another woman on a cruise? He's not your man, and he wanted to take another woman on a cruise for whatever other reason. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he feels like she gonna give it up to him, or she's the type of woman that he wants to take on a cruise. You're also free to get money from other men. If he's taking women on cruises, that's not you. You're also free to date and get money from other men too. So he's not stopping your bag. So understand the situation. Just go get another one. While he's on his cruise, you could be getting money from other men. When he gets back, you know, keep getting money from him too. If you're getting money from him. Um, how do you make sure he doesn't find out about your sugar daddies? You've acted like I don't want to commit. He's getting married, or we're getting married, but he thinks I have promiscuous past. He also is insecure. Um, that's why he's marrying you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Powerpuff. That's the only reason he's marrying you. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Who wants to marry a woman he doesn't have to worry about and he's not insecure over? That's why he's trying to marry you to ease his insecurity just a little bit. You're doing everything right. Just keep moving. Just keep going. He's gonna marry you. That's healthy for him to feel that way about you. That's the only reason he's trying to put a ring on it. Okay. All right. I heard you talk about a dusty woman. What is a dusty woman to you? A dusty woman is a temporary situation before she gets and finds a provider man or provides for herself. Um, there are less dusty women in the world because most women have to get stuff done. They don't have a lot of the luxuries as these dusty men do. So they usually level up faster and they get what they need faster. Okay. Because, like, think about this a woman can be dusty for a week, and the next week she could be paid. She could go to the strip club. She could find her a sugar daddy. She could, you know, get married to someone with money. So a dusty woman is very temporary, and it's literally a choice to be dusty as a woman. So you said a lot of wealthy men are controlling, and a lot of broke men are controlling too. And for what reason, I don't know, because they feel emasculated as if they have no control. So they find a weak-minded woman who just wants to say they have a man. And a lot of broke men are controlling as well. I don't feel like rich men are controlling. I think that they have a lot of rich men have a reputation, and if they're going to deal with you, they don't want you out there representing them in a negative way. So if you're representing yourself in the utmost way, they probably have no issues with what you're doing. Um, Especially if you know what they're capable of, if you are, mentally good and adept at the game that you're playing with these men, you know how not to be controlled. You know what to say to take away the control. So you have to mentally level up as well to deal with a lot of wealthy men. If a man is trying to control me, I'm going to create fake narratives for him to control, to make him feel like he has control. You know what I'm saying? If I feel like a man wants to control me, I'm going to create something fake that is not even real to allow him to think he has control. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say, I want to do this and I want to do that and I want to do this and I want to do that. He's going to say, no, you can't do that. I don't want to do it anyway. I was just giving you something that you could feel like you were in control of. And the things that I really want to do, I'm already doing. Okay. So you got to make up fake narratives. You got to make up fake things for them to feel like they have some control over you. And therefore, you're giving them exactly what they want, some type of control, but it was nothing that you wanted in the first place. So you need to learn how to play these games. Okay. Make up fake stuff so they can control it and you can do you. Um, some what? That's right. I like that. If you're not playing the game, you're getting played. Exactly. You said you lied about your body count since it was rude question. I told the truth after. Nobody should be asking you that. Was he dusty? Ask about his bank account. He worried about your body count. Ask about his bank account. That's a question that only a dusty man would ask a woman. He's not trying to spend no money. Next. Um, Real men and gentlemen and men with real money don't ask such questions. Okay. We know they broke and dusty if they asking that question. Body count does not matter. I don't understand why men care so much. They've been trained to ask that question to make you feel as if your value is somehow lowered the more men that you have slept with. And I addressed this in my last video. If you had slept with 10 dusties, maybe your value would seem low to another dusty. But if you had slept with 10 millionaires, maybe your value would seem even higher to that dusty. So it's not how many you sleep with, it's who you sleep with that increases your value or decreases your value. It's who you sleep with, not how many. Okay. So think about it. Think about this. You slept with 10 dusties versus 10 millionaires. Which one sounds better? Which one's going to make that man want you more? Now, you slept with the same amount of men, 10 dusty or 10 millionaires. If you say you slept with 10 millionaires, he going to want you more. If you say you slept with 10 dusties, he ain't going to want you because why would he want a woman that's sleeping with the same type of man that he is, that you can't do any better than him? You're not a challenge if any old dusty can get you. Okay. But if you say you done slept with 10 millionaires, oh, now you a challenge. Now he got to spend money. Now he got to take you on trips and vacation because you're used to a certain lifestyle. You are only giving it up to certain types of people. That means either he has no hope or he got to pay for hope. Okay. That's it. So it's not about your body count. It's about who you slept with. So if you decide to give your body count, make sure you also give their status with the body count of the men you slept with. Oh, I've slept with about 10 men, but they were all millionaires. I don't sleep with broke men. Okay? Say it like that if you're gonna give that information out. There you go. Would you debate against fresh and fit? Would you eat? I don't debate people that I wouldn't trade places with. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why would I debate anyone? The whole point is for women to get their money and to find provider men. That should be the goal for every woman. If men don't like to be men, then that's not my debate. They need to be debating men who are providers, not a woman. I have no debate to tell a man to be a man. Okay, I can't do it. If they don't know, then somebody better tell them. So women shouldn't be debating men to be a man. Either you are or you not. Period. Okay. I don't even know who that is, baby. I don't even know who that is because I don't watch other videos in the same category. I make the videos and I get off and I go live my life. So I don't need to make a man realize that he's supposed to be a man. I don't need to tell Pygmisha she needs to make that man pay. I don't need to tell anybody the obvious. If they don't know, then I'm sorry. They should figure it out. What should courting look like from a man aside from the money? Impressing you. If he knows you like, nice places, he should take you to a nice place to eat. He should listen to you and figure out the nice things that you like to do and make sure you get to do them while you're dating and getting to know him. If he knows you like flowers or your favorite flower, he should send you some. If he knows that you like, wine or, going to a certain type of restaurant, he should make a date at that restaurant and order a bottle of wine. If he knows that you like, certain things or gifts when it's appropriate to give you a gift, you should receive that gift. That is what courting is. Okay. He needs to listen, learn, and impress. That's courting from a man. Um, You said, what should courting look like from a woman aside from the looks? Showing up and being there so the man can court the woman. All she got to do is show up and look attractive and speak and let the man know what she likes and how he can impress her so he has something to go on. Women don't court men, men court women only. Okay. Uh oh, Alina, sprinkle, sprinkle. Why religious leader push women to marry Dusties? I don't know. I don't know any religious leaders that push men to marry women to marry Dusties. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I would change religions quick, fast, and in a hurry. If I had a religious leader pushing women to marry Dusties, I would be out so quick. I got to change my religion because they then the religion that got dusty. All right. Um, do you think older men find it rude to say you want a sugar daddy relationship? I would never call it a sugar daddy relationship. I would just call it a relationship. And if they're much older, they obviously have to pay, especially if you're young and don't have the means to do so for yourself. You don't have to call it what it is, just get the money. Okay. Lie. Tell them you need money all the time. That will become a sugar daddy relationship. They know what you need. They know you're not there because they're, all that. They know you're there for their money. They just don't want you to say it. Mm, okay. What if he brings up a prenup? You can form a prenup to be in your favor as well. So if y'all can't come to an agreement before you even get married, then don't get married. Just keep getting his money. If he's afraid to marry you, then he's afraid to marry you. If you're not coming out with something that you want out of the marriage, if it should end, then don't even enter it. Mhm. You told your boyfriend that you don't want to meet his kids. Was I wrong? No. I mean, I don't know how you said it. You could have said it in a nice way, but I don't think you're wrong for not wanting to meet someone's kids. I mean, sometimes men try to get with a woman so that they can watch their kids while they go out to meet other women. Yeah. You know, I would be very cautious of meeting a man's kids in the very beginning of any relationship because you might end up being their babysitter while he's out dating other women. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. No, I don't want to meet your kids. I'm not a babysitter. I'll meet them after our 2-year, 1-year anniversary or whatever. How to always have the upper hand, even if you're naive and inexperienced on the side. Have goals of what you want in the relationship and make sure the person you're involved with can always improve your life. That's the only way. They're not improving your life, you shouldn't be there. Okay. What if he wants you to fly out and move with him? Then he needs to deposit a bunch of money into your bank account so that you can move out anytime that you choose to. You gonna need an exit deposit, okay? You're gonna need a lot of money in that account in case it does not work out, if that's what you're trying to do. A large lump sum, exactly, Lulu Bunny. Like, give him a large figure that you're gonna need in order for you to make that move. Okay. How do you keep your career and rise up still being provided by him? Um, don't tell him how much you make and spend his money instead of yours. There you go. How soon is too soon to be intimate with a man? He needs to invest a lot of money into you so that if you are intimate with him and he decides to leave, you still win because you still have money, you have things in your hand that he's giving you, and you have benefited from that relationship. Make a man invest lots of money and spend lots of money on you before you give it up because they'll usually stay around longer the more money they spend on you. Okay. So make them spend, spend, spend before you give it up. And I mean thousands. Time, energy, and money. There you go. When they invest, they stay longer. Exactly. Like if you done spent $10,000 on a woman and she finally give it up to you, are you gonna ghost her the next day? Because if you do, she won. You know, she's like, okay, I got my money. On to the next. Okay. But usually they're not gonna do that because they've invested so much money. And keep getting money. Every time you sleep with them, they start all over, spending all over until they can get it again. Okay. Every time they get it, they got to start over and invest more. There you go. Don't be giving it up free every day after he done gave you some money and now y'all think y'all are intimate and together. No, you got to start all over. Okay, you want some more? Then we got to spend some more. All right. I don't even know about this Tiger Woods situation, baby, y'all. I don't watch a lot of the news or celebrity gossip. Y'all got to tell me. This is where I get my info. I don't even really know unless it's all over my Instagram. And I haven't been on Instagram a lot today because I've been out. All right. What do you do if you live in a town where there's a lot of desperate women driving down the market? Be the opposite of them. Because when they run into you and you're not giving it up, they're gonna think you're special and they're gonna try to figure you out, especially if they have money. You said Tiger was cheating. He never stopped cheating. Or I don't know. I don't know about the situation. I have no idea what he did, but I'm sure It must be interesting if y'all are sitting here talking about it. Okay. Stop asking me about celebrities. I don't keep up with celebrity news, y'all. All right. Okay. How do you know if a man is genuinely interested? If he's spending money. If he's trying to impress you, if he's trying to spend money on you, if he's trying to make you happy, if he's trying to give you things to improve your life, that's how you know he's interested in you. If he's trying to impress you, improve your life in some way, and make you happy. Okay. But usually it's spending money. You say his ex is suing him? Okay. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get into a lot of that celebrity stuff. I don't really care. Um, Unless it's someone that that I follow. I don't really follow those people. How do you form a happy relationship for both people? Make sure you can afford both people. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you're a man, that's how, okay? You provide a place of comfort, bliss, and joy. And remember, the woman is always the prize. So, happy wife, happy life. Remember that. Most marriages and relationships end due to money. So make sure money is not a problem. And then you can focus on a relationship. Then a woman can appreciate you for who you are if the money is already taken care of. You know what I'm saying? If a woman doesn't have to constantly think about money and how bills are going to be paid, or if you're going to ask her for 50-50, or if you're always talking about the bills and spending money, then she's not going to have any type of way of letting you know how she feels about you that doesn't have to do with money. So get the money out of the way by having it first and foremost. Then you can focus on the relationship. Be nice, be considerate, improve her life. And if she feels the same way about you, she will do the same for you. She will improve your life, your quality of life. Most married men live longer than single men. So she may give you longevity in your future as most married men get from being married. There you go. Uh, mhm. What if he wants you to help him make more money, says to buy you things? I'm not helping no man make more money to buy me things. Why I might as well buy my own things with my own money, with my own business. You know what I'm saying? That makes no sense. How are you going to help him do his job? That's his job. A woman already has enough jobs in this world. Why are you helping a man do his one job, which is to provide? You gotta take care of these kids. You gotta make sure the house is right. You gotta make sure this, and that is done. He got one job: bring home some money. And he trying to give you that job too. How many jobs do you need? If he can't pull off his one responsibility, then why do you need him? No thanks. You said marriage sounds low powered here. I don't even know what the low power of marriage, would be. The man is the provider. If you don't provide, then you shouldn't be married. Point blank. If you gonna help him make the money, you may as well keep it all for yourself. Exactly. 50-50 days are over. Um, and so, since women are rejecting 50-50 men and These guys are calling men who pay 100% of the bills and give women money simps and stuff like that. These 50-50 men are not getting married either. They're single men. When I was a mortician, I saw a lot of broke men living alone in a one bedroom studio apartment, who died alone. You know, guys don't tell y'all what really happens. Okay. So they always say y'all and die alone or die with your no. Women are surrounded by children, nieces, nephews. Men usually die alone in their own studio apartments, living, you know, from hand to mouth. Men usually die like that. They're not surrounded by a bunch of family because they've literally abandoned a lot of family, or they weren't able to cut it. So a lot of these guys usually die alone, and they have to have like people come and identify their body because they didn't rotted away in their apartments because nobody came to check on them, or the only way that they knew that they were missing is because their job called and they didn't show up for work, or something like that, or they didn't pay the bills or the rent on time and people came looking for 'em. So a lot of these men who are saying that, oh, y'all are gonna die alone, are literally dying alone. So we don't really, like, women are usually surrounded by family. And because they are the matriarchs of their families mostly, okay? Very seldom will you ever see a patriarch family in the family surrounding, these men and things like that. It's mostly the women, okay? Um, you said they're projecting, exactly. And another reason why, men usually want to get married the older that they get because they fear dying alone. Okay. Women don't really have that fear because they are constantly surrounded by nieces, nephews, grandchildren. They're the matriarchs of the families. They hold the holidays and, they host the holidays and all this kind of stuff. So they don't really fear that. Men fear that. And so they wanna be included in somebody's family and somebody's, gatherings and things like that. How do you deal with wealthy men with a horrible personality? Ignore the personality and get the money, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't take anything personally. You know, if it's about some money, I don't take in nothing you say personally. I'm trying to get this money, and whatever you think of me and however horrible you are to me, I'm just as horrible in return in my mind to you. So if you're being all types of horrible, I can do the same thing in a nice nasty way. You won't even figure it out until it's too late. So you gotta find a way to combat that with your own energy and your own thinking and your own perception. You know, it's like you can be horrible to me as long as you get these bills and knowing that you look like a horror story yourself. It's better for someone to be horrible to you than to be a walking horror story. Okay, because when you're done with him and you got his money, that's all that really matters. Your sugar daddy grosses you out, so you like to get tipsy so you can girl, that's what the alcohol is for. Oh, Jana, sprinkle, sprinkle. Your boyfriend says he doesn't want to propose yet because of our communication issues. How to stop being emotional, work on being more gentle and feminine. Oh, Jana, sprinkle, sprinkle. First of all, you shouldn't be begging no boyfriend for no proposal. You shouldn't be asking questions why it's not happening. You're becoming his pet, and you're becoming someone who asks what they're doing wrong in a relationship and why you aren't proposing. You're chasing the man. You don't chase no man. Okay. You are the prize. He should be asking you why you haven't accepted his proposal yet. You need to be focused on yourself, and you also need to start dating other men now because you become too attached to someone who don't even want to marry you. Okay? You're too up under him. You're too attached to him. No man wants a woman that he can't chase. He needs to chase you again. He needs to know that you have options. Okay. I'm not getting ready to beg some dude to marry me because our communication issues. I'm gonna be communicating with a whole nother man. That's gonna be the issue. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't forget who you are. You're the prize. If you become a needy type of person, you're never gonna get what you want. Don't do that. He need to be worried about you communicating with other men. Okay, your communication skills are fine. Just aim it towards another man. Okay, and stop worrying about him so much. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate you. What is your advice for successful women? Because men oftentimes get intimidated because they see we don't need their money. Okay, don't tell them what you do for a living. You always need their money because you're a woman and they are providers. You save your money, you spend their money. The only way a man can impress a woman who makes her own money is to spend his money on her and then allow her to save her money. That's the only way a man can impress a woman who makes her own money, to spend their money and allow her to save her money. Okay. So, but he also needs to meet her standards. So, for example, if you like nice things, he should be able to afford nice things for you. That's it. Just because you have money don't mean that you need to spend it. Save it, let him spend on you. You still need to be treated like a feminine woman. You still need to be treated like he's a provider. That nothing changes. Just keep your money and okay. You can spend money on yourself, and then he can spend money on you as well. If you allow them to be the provider and don't always try to take over and say, "Well, I'll pay for this and I can afford that on my own." And if you just say, "Well, you're going to pay for it," and if he says, "Well, you make this much money," I say, "Well, you're my man. You're the man. You want to be the man in this relationship, then spend the man's money." Okay, that's how you do it. You can make money and he can make money, but he's going to spend his money on you. And that's how you do that. How did you become so wise? What is your journey like to becoming so enlightened and to share us with women? Well, I have been married for 17 years. The man that I married was literally my sugar daddy for a couple of years, and I just know how all this works. I know how it works, and I know how to get that money. I know what how men think because if you live with a man for 17 years, you know how they think. You know what makes them tick, you know what makes them mad, you know what gets them going, you know what calms them down because you've been there so long, you understand men just like you understand yourself because you've been with them so long. You know how they think and you can outsmart them to get what you want. Okay. A lot of these men online have not even been in a real relationship over 1 or 2 years. They don't know how women think. They can only piece together different women throughout different relationships that have failed. If you are with one person for a long period of time, especially the type of man that will give you money, that will pay these bills, you know exactly how they think, what makes them mad, what makes them happy. And so you know. Oh, Tia, sprinkle, sprinkle. How to make more money as a woman. You hate your job. Get a sugar daddy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Start a business with the money he's giving you. Create your own streams of income. Take a shortcut. Have several streams of income. Start an online business. Write a book. Sell something. I don't know, but you need to also figure out how you're going to get funded, which usually could be a sugar daddy. Somebody said, be a stripper. I'm into doing things, I don't know, it could just be my nature. I don't like working a long time to get to the lifestyle I want unless it's something I really love and I'm supported fully by someone and Like for example, my YouTube channel. I'm fully supported by my husband. I don't have to work. I don't have to do anything, right? And so I'm comfortable to do what I love and what I want, which is this channel. And then, I have my little makeup line, and then I also have another online business. I have the comfort to grow my small businesses and to do the things that I love without having to worry about money. So it makes it a lot easier to take risks, to take chances, to do more. And so I can figure out more ways to earn money for myself and my savings and for my future or for my children or whatever, because I'm fully supported. So I suggest you find someone to fully support you, or find someone to fund you to start a business, um, without you having to give any money back. So find you a sugar daddy, get you some money, and start you a business, or invest in something, or buy you a franchise if he gives you enough money. I don't know, but what I'm about is women using what they have to grow their career or their business. Okay. Dumb women will go get a sugar daddy and buy a bunch of purses. Smart women will go get a sugar daddy and start a bunch of businesses. Okay. So, whichever one you want to do, go do it. You can do both. You can do one small business and get you some purses. You can do a few small businesses and get you a purse, or you can invest money if you're into the stock market, or you can buy somebody else's business and they do all the work. I don't know, but use that money to get you more money. Flip his money to get you more money. That way, even if he leaves, you still making money off of his investment. Okay, that's what you do. So even though you get a sugar daddy, you're not going to be 100% always dependent on him if you're smart with what you do with the money he gives you. Okay. What do you say when a man asks what you're looking for? Tell him you'll know it when you see it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm sure I'll know when I see it. It'll reveal itself. I'll just know. Don't ever answer that dumb question. I'm looking for someone who listens, pays attention, and to all the things that I like, and a man who really tries to impress me. There you go. I need to be impressed. There you go. If a man is not trying to impress you, you're wasting your time. There you go. Someone says this is not a Pick Misha channel. Who's being a Pick Misha over here? Well, Pick Mishas are temporary too, because when they finally figure it out and they come to their senses, they'll be thinking the same way. What do y'all say when your sugar daddy says he worries about women using him for money? I would say, you know what? That is so nice that you're being so vulnerable for telling me about your women troubles. I am so sorry you got played. You know, I guess you shouldn't be dating women for their looks. Maybe you should date someone your own age who is more appropriate for you. That way, they won't really use you for your money. Oh, Sam, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you so much. Here, thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because like when these old men start talking about how women are using them for their money, well, date somebody your own age. Go to bingo. Go to Luby's. Go to the senior citizen centers. Go find Gertrude. She don't want your money. She got her retirement. She got her AARP. She don't need yours. All right. Y'all got senior citizen discount double. It's like, you know what? That is a problem. I've heard so many guys say that. And you know what? I always suggest to them that they should just date someone their own age, and they probably would never have to worry about that. Because young women are, they like nice things. And usually when they date an older gentleman such as yourself, they think that you have money, and, they expect you to impress them and treat them like, you are impressed and you really want to make them happy, because they can date a young guy and not get any money or gifts. So why would they want to date an older guy if there's no benefits from it? You might as well go date someone your own age if you don't want to get played, sir. Because they literally out here trying to date young women for free. Tell them you can hook them up with your grandma. She don't want no money. She be giving you money. My grandma gives me money. She never needs money from anybody. Let me hook y'all up. Okay. Um, Sir, if you have age spots and liver spots, you have to pay. You nobody free, okay? Uh-oh, Jana, sprinkle, sprinkle. How to date multiple men when you're super loyal. Become super unloyal. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Jana. Think about how loyal those men are that you're dating. Then you become the same way. Mm, Stay loyal to yourself and to the money, baby. There you go. Loyalty is not a good trait if it's not beneficial to you. Okay. If being loyal is not beneficial to you, then who are you being loyal for? And what is the reason? Are you just being loyal to be loyal? That's like keeping a job that doesn't pay you good. It's like, are you loyal to a low paying job? Or if you get another opportunity for a higher paying position, are you going to stay at your lower paying job because you're loyal? Loyalty has nothing to do with it. Stay loyal to yourself. Okay. Because if the shoe was on the other foot and a man had options to date other women, would he stay loyal to you? That's the question you need to ask. If loyal isn't beneficial, then loyal should be um, exclusively for yourself. All right. Men double your age refused to pay your rent 2 months ago. He keeps saying he cares about me and sends me job applications. Girl, he broke. Bye. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Send it right back to him. He's rich, girl. He doesn't have enough money to give you, girl. He might be rich on the outside, but he doesn't have the cash flow to give you. Um, or maybe he's in denial about his age, girl. We don't know. Tell him to date somebody his own age. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, the great goddess. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. The best way to get rid of an old man who's not giving you any money is to tell him to date someone his own age. Tell him you still young, you still need help. If he can't improve your life or help you in any way, to go date women his own age. That'll give him a that will give him an ego blow. Blow his ego so bad. Girl, he's young. How dated sprinkle sprinkle. Even young attractive guys pay hot women. Okay, that's true because a lot of men want the type of woman they want and they are willing to pay, young or not. But at the same time, an old man who wants you for free is out of his mind. Out of his mind. Ask him if he took his meds today because he forgot who he was dealing with. Okay. Or old man don't remember he old. You got to remind him sometimes, girl. You got to remind them. When they start acting like they your same age, remind them their age. That's how you keep the money. Um, what to do if older men keep asking for intimacy? Keep asking for money. Keep asking for bill pay. Keep asking for direct deposit. Okay. Keep asking. That's what you every time they ask you for intimacy, say, well, you know what? I need a new car. Can we go to the dealership? Well, you know what? I need to get my car paid off. Can you pay 6 months of my car note or 6 months of my rent or mortgage or whatever? There you go. You said, what kind of channel is this? A good channel. You better subscribe. Sprinkle, sprinkle. A1 Recordings. It's the best channel on YouTube. You should subscribe. And guess what? You never got to really give it up if you don't want to. Just keep asking for money. Exactly. Some old man thought he was getting my time for free, had to get gone. Talking about talking a what? Y'all are in a relationship. I said, boo, I eat there for lunch. Oh, he thought because he took you to eat, he's taking a woman to a steakhouse. You're supposed to be impressed. Exactly. Do you only ask for things in your man's tax bracket? Yes, because how's he going to afford it otherwise? Why don't I have TikTok? I have Instagram, and I'm not really someone that posts a lot on TikTok and stuff like that because I don't have an account on TikTok. Other people post my stuff on TikTok. I mostly just do YouTube, and I post a little bit on Instagram. Um, so thank you, Tatiana. Contributing to the Help Pick Me should leave dusty cause. Thank you, girl. Maybe they'll listen. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate you. Girl, I'm all over TikTok. I know. People keep telling me I'm all over TikTok, but I don't even have an account. So whoever put me on, thanks. Thanks for bringing them to the channel on YouTube and subscribing. Thank y'all, if y'all are from TikTok, for subscribing. I appreciate you guys so much. Um, Thank you. You've been watching for 7 years, Michelle Lou. Well, thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate you. You've been here for a long time. Um, is YouTube better than TikTok? We didn't even have TikTok when I first started YouTube, so it's better for me because I mean I get paid. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's better. It's better money wise. That's for sure. Okay. I was telling the kids that y'all on TikTok for free. I'm on YouTube to get paid as well. I mean, I used to do this for free before YouTube paid, but you know, I get to do what I love and get paid. That's a wonderful thing. Oh, Aria, you're transgender and have been leveling up for years with surgery and your advice. You can't find a sugar daddy. Can you look at my photos? Is it my looks? Okay. Um, I don't think it's your looks. It could be. I don't know how you. I don't know what your stature looks like how tall you are, how much you weigh. I don't know what your voice sounds like. I don't know how you do your makeup, but as far as what I can see, you look attractive to me. So I would say mm, keep going. Don't give up. It's a numbers game. There are plenty of trans women out there who have sugar daddies. They're all over YouTube. I've seen a few living in these nice houses with they and some of them be married and be trying to get to the transgenders too, y'all. The transgender women and be married to a whole woman because y'all know some of these guys are on the down low. But just because you can't, like, don't worry about trying to find a single sugar daddy. Just find somebody that's gonna pay these bills. You start off by getting to get you gifts for paying stuff, then start off by getting them to pay a couple of bills. Um, the older the better. Okay. You're gonna find older guys that will probably give you more money than these younger guys. And you really can't go for looks when it comes to this. You got to go for the wallet. Okay. So don't worry about what they look like. Get their money. Okay. Go for older men with money. Don't look what they look like. It's easier to find one when you don't care about looks and you just care about money. or age. You don't care about age or looks, then you can get more money. Okay. Does anyone else have that experience with? I feel like, a lot of women need to realize, okay, this is what I would do. A lot of people are talking about dark skin, light skin, da, da, da. Go where men want you. Go where men want to pay for you. There are so many men out here that like all tones of skin. Find those and get them. It's only about the money. Okay. A lot of women say, well, I don't want to be fetishized or da da da. Men fetishize all women, not just because of your skin tone, not because you're this race or that. Men fetishize all women. So why would it matter? Y'all are like, y'all, men will fetishize anything. So just get your money. There you go. I don't care if you fetishize. I'm fetishizing your wallet. Okay, women fetishize your money. So as a woman, why would I care if you fetishize? I can't even say it. Why would I care if you fetishize me if I'm fetishizing your wallet? It's an even exchange. um, if you want a real relationship with somebody who truly, really values you for you, then make sure they value you by paying for you and paying your bills and paying your way and giving you money and letting you live in comfort. Okay. That's how you do that. Um, who said I feel like y'all think she is a bad person? She really just trying to help you. I'm not a bad person. I'm an honest person when it comes to this advice. I don't sugarcoat it. I don't sugarcoat it. If y'all want sugarcoat, y'all gonna be out there looking sugarless, no sugar daddies. Because the more you know, the more you can, you know, play the game. Why do you think so many men are against this lifestyle? Because they can't afford it. They don't want to afford it. They don't want to get up and do what it takes to have the woman they want. They want the type of woman they want to pay half the bills and to sit up and be half the man that they could be. That's why. So a lot of these guys don't want to reach their full potential. They want to live mediocre lives and they want you to be comfortable living a mediocre life with them. While you could be doing a lot better. That's why a lot of these men are jealous. And that's why a lot of these men say, you don't need makeup because they're afraid you're going to go out and find somebody better who can provide more for you. And they already know that if you run into a man that can provide more for you, pay all your bills, and take you away from them, that they're going to have to either level up to get you back or go replace you with someone else and start over. So men don't like this lifestyle because they can't afford it or they don't want to afford it. Men are very comfortable being mediocre. And it takes a woman to push them to the next level if they're not ambitious already. Okay. Real men don't need a woman to push them to the next level for ambition. They're already trying to get this money. And when they do go out to get the type of woman they want, they don't have to be called a simp or worry about men calling them simps because they see what they want and they can actually afford it and not care what these other broke dudes think of them. Rich men don't care about what broke men think. Okay. So men don't like this type of talk or this type of attitude in women because that means they got to get their money up. That means they might just be a better man. That means they might just make a little bit more money than the average. That means they may have a little bit more ambition tomorrow than they did yesterday. That means they have to actually get up and put their remote control down from their video games and go figure out how to get some more. So a lot of guys are just comfortable if you allow them to be comfortable. If you can't live on their salary in comfort, they don't need you as a woman, period. Sure, you've been helping your sis raise her kids, but now you want my own life. I'm 21, but you feel guilty. Unless you push them kids out yourself, tell your sister, find a babysitter and figure it out, and you go live your life, okay? Because siblings will take advantage of you if you allow them to, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's time to say goodbye. It's time to find a babysitter. It's time for your sister to find a man to provide for her so she don't have to need a babysitter, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mhm. Women have to be selfish or else we get taken advantage of. Exactly. Um, so, keep do I have kids? I got 2 kids, baby. Well, they're teenagers now. Okay. You're 30. How do you get your 53-year-old boyfriend who is really handsome and a provider to commit to me? We have been seeing each other over a year and a half. Okay. You start if you want him to commit to you, you need to have options. You need to act like you have options. You need to act like you don't know where this is going. And if he's been with you a year and he hasn't committed to you yet, he obviously fears commitment. So you need to make it seem like you don't even want commitment. Tell him you're going on a girls' trip, you're going out for the weekend. So he wants to commit to you. Okay. If he sees that you're slipping away or if you're, you know, able to have options because you're going out so much, you're hanging out so much and things like that, he's going to want to put a ring on it because he thinks you're going to get away from him if you have your own life. So if you want him to commit to you, you need to act like you got other options. Okay. You can't be all up under some man because he doesn't need to commit to you because you're already committed to him. Okay. So you need to uncommit to him. So he needs you to commit to him. Because if one person is committed, the other person doesn't need to be committed. You see? So get out of that commitment by using your time to enjoy your life without him. Um, that way he'll want to commit if he sees you're no longer staying committed. Uh-oh, David, sprinkle, sprinkle. Men are always talking about going overseas, like it to be better, like the woman over there be better, and how strong you like your coffee. Huh? Well, that's good for them. I don't talk down about other women. If their money is worth more overseas and those women will pour them a cup of coffee for some rent money, then great. Okay. But they may be over there for a whole week, but they got to spend the other 51 weeks wherever in the US being broke and nobody asking them how they take coffee. Okay. So if they get to spend 1 week feeling like a king, then let them be, good for them. But I'd rather feel like a king everywhere in the world, including, where I'm from. But them other women, get y'all money too. Okay. Wherever you at, get your money from these dudes. They gonna be a simp there if they can't be a simp here. They gonna be simping all these women like, oh baby, you make me some coffee, you make me some dinner. I give you all this money because it's worth way more here than it is in America. So I can act like I'm a baller. So get their money too, okay? Dusty can only be a king for a week over there, and they got to come back and be Dusty over here for the other 51 weeks of the year, okay? So I don't know what to tell them, but thank you, David, for the donation. Hi, Christina, sprinkle, sprinkle. Hi, Shira, you look amazing. What's your take on why there are so many pick in today's world when it's so easy to get men to spend money? Because they've been trained to want a man instead of want a man who provides. They will take any man as long as they can claim them and they like how they look versus how the man makes their lifestyle look. Okay. I rather you see my lifestyle than see how my man look. because my lifestyle gonna shine. I'm gonna shine. My lifestyle gonna shine. My kids are gonna thrive. You know, I don't want to be working and paying 50-50 so I can say I have a good looking man. How long he gonna stay good looking? You know what I'm saying? Is he gonna stay faithful? Probably not. So I'm gonna need that money. I think Pick Misha figures that out later on in life through experience. Pick Misha is not permanent. And usually these women wake up eventually and they start going for men who can provide. Pick Misha is a temporary status. So they figured out. Okay. A lot of ladies who used to be Pick Mishas are making some of the best gold diggers or getting some of the best provider men now because they've learned their lessons. They've been through dating someone dusty. They know the red flags of a dusty. They know what to look for. They know how to end it quickly and not find out the hard way because they've already lived it. And they can tell other people the same thing and really focus on their money because they've already been in love. They've already went 50-50. They've already done the dirty work. Now it's time for them to live their lives and, be treated as the prize. And when they figure that out, they don't need to look back because they've already figured, you know, being with a dusty is not where it's at. They don't have to wonder or guess. They know. Um, so a lot of ladies used to be pick me's that have, figured it out. He proposed giving you an allowance. How do I calculate you? Double whatever you need. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you need one, if you need 2,000 a month, say you need 4,000. He might give you 350. Whatever whatever your expenses are, always double it. Then he'll be like, well, I don't know if I can do that, but I can do this, and you'll always get more than what you need. Always double what you need here. Don't ever give the right amount. He said, "What do you mean by a man being faithful?" Most men are not going to be faithful, so just get their money. Make sure you're dating a man with money, because if you dating a broke man and he's unfaithful, you're going to feel real stupid. So you might as well date one with money that you can get, you know, shopping out of, bills paid out of. Because if they cheat, at least you are better off than you were before you met them, than worse off. Oh, thank you, Catherine. He says she was a genius. How to move from gifts to all bills paid. Um, Complain about your job. Complain about how you don't like the people, how you're being harassed, how you wish you could quit, how you glad you met a man like him. Just you gotta build up to it. Every time he talks to you, you hate your job. You wish you had somebody take care of you until he offers. If he likes you enough, he's gonna offer, baby. But don't sound like you're whining about it. Just mention it ever so often, and just like, oh my gosh, I hate my job so much. I wish I didn't have to work. Had somebody take care of me, but I guess you know say it when he's all like hot and bothered, girl. Tips for dating a nerd with no game. He has money but not used to dating. Okay, well, get him used to spending. Mm, Make him think dating is shopping. Let's go on a date to the mall. Oh yeah, that's where all the men take dates. Oh, David, sprinkle, sprinkle. They say women overseas are more submissive and nicer. I'm sure they are. Um, Women are really nice and submissive here if you have the right amount of money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Think about it. Think about if a millionaire walked into the room and you walked into the room, who is the woman going to be nicer and more submissive to? You or that millionaire? David, it's about the money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why do you think these men our age are so lazy in this generation with content, with wanting 50-50 of the woman being above? Because they play video games all day and their mama spoiled them as a child, and the mom was probably single and did lots of work, so he thinks a woman is supposed to work. He didn't have a good example of what it looks like to have a provider in the house, and so he most likely doesn't understand or know any better. Um, and most men are happy with just a roof over their head, a video game, and a couch to sit on, and ramen noodles. So if you want any more than that, a lot of these younger men are going to look at you crazy and ask you to pay. Okay, that's why, because they dusty. Um, they don't mind being in poverty. That's why. I gotta go soon, but if anyone wants to know why women are more submissive to men who are going to give them money, it's because y'all's money is worth more overseas than it is here. And remember, if you are in your own country and a millionaire walks in and then you walk in next to him, the woman is naturally going to be nicer and more submissive to the millionaire because of the money. Okay? Remember that. Or the man who spends more money, or the man she knows is going to give her money. That's who she's going to be nice to. Not the man who's going to try to get to sleep with her for nothing. Not the man who's going to try to use her or game her. She's going to go for the man who's going to spend that money. She's going to be more nice and submissive to a man who is going to spend money on her. So, if you were to win the lottery tomorrow and didn't have to leave your country to find a nice, submissive woman, you would understand what I'm saying. Okay. Women submit to money. Exactly. Y'all have to real y'all don't know y'all don't know by now. Women submit to money, not men, but money. You broke, no woman is going to submit to you because you're not financially stable to allow her to live in comfort. So if you go overseas, these women know that you have money to spend on them. So of course they're going to treat you nice. Okay. Over here, we know you ain't got no money to spend. We know you broke. We know you gaming us. So why would we be nice to you? Think about it. Okay. You said you're from a third world country, married to a wealthy husband. Yes. And we only submit to money. Exactly. All women submit to money. They don't submit to men. No matter where you are in the world, if you went to a third world country and you took a broke man from the third world country and then an American man with money that's worth more, she's going to be nice to the American man to get his money. Okay? Because they submit to money, not men. Which is why men have to go to third world countries who are broke in America to get a man to to get a woman to submit to their money over there because they're not submitting to the man themselves, they're submitting to their money exchange rate. That's it. So don't ever think. Okay. Most men are not broke, but the men you're attracted to may be broke. Most men who are broke, they really don't try to get women who they can't afford because they know they're just gonna get rejected. So they usually go after women, who might give them the time of day. Okay. I'm only attracted to men with money. Okay. If you broke, I'm not attracted to you at all. Like, nope. I don't care how you look. If your bank account doesn't look like you look, we can't talk. Your bank account needs to be nice. Eh, why are there even men in here? Because they ain't got nowhere else to be. Okay. And look, here's what I'm saying. Okay, when I say men are broke, I'm being very extra. Like, to me, you're broke if you can't afford the type of woman you want. if you can't afford to pay her bills, if you can't afford to give her the type of lifestyle that she wants and you want to be with her or you want to marry her or you want to live with her, if you can't afford to pay all them bills, give her some little shopping money, give her some gifts, pay for her lifestyle, then to her, you might as well be broke, okay? Because you can't provide for her. You're not a provider. So if you're able to provide for your woman, she may not consider you broke, but if you can't provide 100% for that woman, you are considered broke to some women who only date providers. Maybe I should rephrase it like that. Okay. Um, what do you provide? Well, if I was a man, I would provide, but since I'm a woman, I am the one who's provided for. Okay. So if you're asking me what I provide, I'm assuming you're a woman. Okay. And a lesbian one at that. And I'm not the type of woman who would be a lesbian that pays. So you got to twist it. So if a man is asking me what I provide, they're too feminine for me, and I have to bypass. Okay, there you go. Because if you're looking for me to provide something, you're looking in the wrong direction. You need to be looking in another man's direction because men are providers. You said you got to provide something. Um, I will provide you with my breath that I exhale. You can breathe in the same air as I do. Okay. That's your privilege. There you go. That's all I provide. You can breathe the same air I breathe. Okay? Otherwise, why, if you're not here to improve my life, then what's the point, right? You say you provide the vibes. If you need me to provide something, then you're too feminine for me. You need to step. Okay. There you go. Don't ask me what I provide again because you're gonna be mad at the answer. Oh, Tatiana, why are so many mama's boys these days? Met some established men who were mama's boys. Does that mean he's feminine? Yep. Sadly, yes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm. Sheila, can we use men for relationship experience? If you're very young, but make sure they're paying money, okay? Like paying for the dates and all that kind of stuff. They said, what am I bringing to the man's life? Can you confirm his program? What? If I have to bring something to a man's life, I'm bringing another man to do the job he can't complete. Okay. Obviously, if he needs help, I'm gonna bring another man. If you need me to bring something that bad, it's gonna be another man that can do what you can't do. Okay, which is provide. Okay, so don't ask a woman what she bringing because it might just be another man who don't need nothing. Okay, who can handle his business on his own. You said women provide femininity. Exactly. If you don't recognize what a woman already is and you're looking for more, maybe you need a little extra piece. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you need a woman with some extra if you are looking for someone else. We're here to be provided for. Okay. Uh-oh, Percy, sprinkle, sprinkle. Another man. No. Yes, Percy. If they keep asking me what I'm bringing, that's what I'm bringing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said the Dusties are in full force today. Um, you said, are you interested in marriage or side chick position? Both. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm already married. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just like if you ask a man, is he interested in having a girlfriend or a wife? He's gonna say both. All right. Have you what have I heard a story about a Dusty with 7 baby mamas? No, but I'm sure there's a lot of those stories going around. So what men still have their options when married women should too. For real. Okay. Like men started taking women for granted for some reason and they thought that we were just going to be these servants who are faithful to them when they don't do enough for us and aren't faithful to us. You got it twisted. You need to provide for us and you better hope that you're the only one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You better make sure you're providing enough. Okay. What if you started dating a Dusty by accident because he was paying for you and flying you out at first and now he barely go on dates? Then date someone else, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Make excuses to get out of the house. Go meet other people. Break up with him. I mean, if you're not happy with him, then leave. Or get somebody to replace him before you go. You said if you're already married, good, but I feel sorry for these hyenas you are keeping single. Well, I feel sorry for any woman who has to sift through all this dust. And I really wouldn't call them hyenas if you're the one that's laughable. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, all these men are literally mad because they can't even afford a hyena. Okay. Y'all are mad because y'all can't even afford these women y'all are calling hyenas. Okay. Y'all got to go find women outside the country where your money is worth more because they're only going to submit to your money, not you. So, don't be mad at us because your wallet isn't doing what it's supposed to do. Just get it up, get your money up. Okay. Stop looking at what we can bring to your life and start looking at what you can bring to a woman's life. That's your job. Okay. Stop trying to be us and go be a man. Get your money up. I know we're the best thing on the planet. I know women are just all that, but stop trying to be us and go be you. You are a provider. Stop trying to be us. Go be a man. If you straight, if you're straight, go be the man you're supposed to be. Okay. Even these gay guys are running circles around y'all financially. They find a way to get their money. What y'all doing? Okay. Okay, y'all got these gay guys out here looking better than y'all, dressing better than y'all, making more money than y'all, and then calling them, all sorts of names, but y'all ain't man enough to man up and go take care of y'all women. Shut up. Okay. Shameful. You said what? These men out here acting like, you know, we supposed to bring something to the table. We gonna bring another man. How about that? If you're not man enough, that's what we need to bring, right? So, you know, y'all need to really sit back and think about how y'all are representing yourselves as these dusty men who can't do anything, and how y'all really want to be us, but don't, but still trying to be straight. And it makes no sense. Where's the dusty repellent? I don't know. these you see these gay guys have sugar daddies too. Exactly. So, if you're not gay, then you need to pay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, Percy, sprinkle, sprinkle. So can I ask a woman what she brings to the bed? What she bring to the bed? You can ask a woman what she bring to the bed if you want to. She gonna say it depend on what you bring to her bank account. Okay, it depends on what you bring to my bank account, sir. We gonna see. Okay, so here's my thing. If the woman is attracted to you enough to sleep with you, the more money you give her, the better she gonna be in bed. Okay, the less you give her, the less she gonna do. There you go. All right, think about that. How much you cost? Tell us. I am a ongoing payment. I'm an ongoing payment. Okay, you gotta keep paying all the time, every day, all day for the rest of your life. You get with me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, I'm like a utility service. You gotta pay all the time. You don't stop, baby. Subscription, utility, there is no price. You just pay until you don't need the services no more. Till you move on to the next. You're gonna continuously pay. Just like in real life when you get a woman, her bills come in every month. You're gonna continuously be paying for a woman for as long as you're with her. That's how much a woman costs. Depending on her taste, it could be more. If she likes nice cars, her car payment's gonna be a lot. If she likes nice houses, the mortgage is gonna be a lot. If she likes to shop at nice, expensive places, her spending money is gonna be a lot. If y'all get all the cable channels, that cable bill gonna be high. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how many phones or stuff you have, how much she uses as data on her phone or whatever. It's unlimited. I don't know what kind of plan you got, but it's gonna cost you forever. So get your money up, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's how much a woman costs. She is an ongoing payment. Okay. He only as good as his last payment. Okay. Men don't even realize how much we just let them have it. I can't believe he really asked about bringing something to the bed. He's so silly. Hmm. So you if you want a woman to do the most for the least, you better find somebody dumb and desperate. Okay. Hmm. You need to find a woman who answers the question what she brings to the table. When you get a woman to answer that, you know you don't find a dumb one. Because if the answer is a bunch of skills and things that she can do for you, then you found you the best pick Misha. Okay. But if she starts saying, I don't bring nothing to the table, I'm gonna bring another man if you ask me again, that's the one you can't afford. Okay. So move on. There you go. How do you get in the space of wealthy men if you don't come from wealth? Go to the wealthy neighborhoods, hang out in the wealthy areas, go out to the restaurants for happy hour, sit at the bar next to law firms, office buildings, in areas where there are lots of rich business associates. Look for the cars in the parking lots at the buildings. Go to the restaurants next to the buildings. You get into the circles of wealth by hanging around where wealthy people hang out. Go to galas, go to places where wealthy people will be donating. If they have money to donate to charities, they got money to donate to you. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. And go on your birthday. People give you money and gifts on your birthday, even if you lie. My birthday used to be every week when I was young. It's my birthday. Oh my gosh, let me get you some drinks. Let me pay for your tab. Yes, yes. Here's the money. Happy birthday. My birthday was every week. All right. When I was young, every time you go out, it's your birthday. That you never pay if it's your birthday. Come on. Mm-hmm. You said, "Where's Pick Bishop? We need her, girl." She cooking and cleaning right now. She cleaning up the dishes. Unmarried. Okay. She folded some man's laundry that will never propose. That's where she's at. Mm. And some of them gonna wake up and stop. They're gonna be folding drawers mid-fold. They're gonna be like, "What the heck am I doing?" So you leave his clothes on the floor. Hmm. You said go to Starbucks. Girl, I don't go to no Starbucks unless it's in a rich area and you're going there on your own. But to me, honestly, I don't know about meeting guys at Starbucks. Sometimes those guys are pretentious. They're like, what? Sure, why do women have 100 pair of shoes and men only have 30? Because women have lots of outfits and they need to match the right shoes to the right outfit. They need heels, flats, sandals, slides, sneakers. For they need them in different colors and styles to go with different outfits. Okay, that's why. There's different types of shoes for women. Lots of different types of shoes for women. So we have to have a variety. All right, so I'm gonna go, y'all. Oh yeah, we got boots too. I forgot about boots. Yes, I love me some boots. You said you used to go to restaurants during happy hour. No one came up to you. Did you go to the bar? Did you look cute? Was it next to an office building? You got to go to the ones next to the office buildings because that's where people go before they sit in rush hour traffic to get home. They go have a drink after work or during lunch, and usually they become regulars at those type of places, and they're always looking for fresh meat to spend on. So make sure it's next to a nice office building where there's lots of nice cars in the parking lot. Okay. Okay. You might have to drive around your city to find these, but when you're driving, just pay close attention to what's next to what, you know. So just look around, do a little drive one day, and just be aware of your surroundings. Mhm. You said they say older men only get better at manipulation tactics. Is that true? I think older men have learned a lot of the manipulation tactics. So you just have to like you have to make them feel like that they want to be manipulated. Okay. You got to make them feel like it feels good to be manipulated. Like you don't even have to waste your time manipulating him. You could be manipulating someone else. That's the mentality you need to have. I don't need to be manipulating you. I could be manipulating somebody else. You want this manipulation or not? Okay. You need to make them be thankful that you have chosen them to manipulate. This is the gift. Okay. It's not about being manipulated. It's being chosen to be manipulated. You should be thankful that I chose you to manipulate because I could be manipulating him or him. You better be lucky I'm sitting here manipulating you. So what we gonna do? Do you want to be the envy of those other old men or not? Because I can go manipulate them and make you envy them. Which one is gonna be? Oh, you can manipulate me. Yes, you can manipulate me. Exactly. Y'all be thinking too much of these guys. Somebody gonna manipulate them. It might as well be you. Okay. I'm serious. What old man does not want to be manipulated by some younger woman out of their money? Mm-hmm. Girls be waiting on somebody to come manipulate them. I can't wait till some one of these young whippersnappers come and try to manipulate me. I might just get on in. Mm-hmm. They know what's going on. They're not the victims. Exactly. They can't wait. They got their little retirement check. They got their little money. They trying to spend too. They need somebody to spend on too. Somebody to talk to. Somebody to listen to their stories. They gonna tell 100 times. They need somebody to manipulate them too out of their wallet. Okay. Okay. Because we could be manipulating a friend or somebody else over there, and they gonna be sitting there all alone. So they can get happy. You said old men just take that passport to go around the world and find someone at home to occupy them. Facts. Okay. Just get their money. Don't matter where you are in the world. Just get their money. They trying to spend it. You trying to get it. Point blank. Sure. Do you know any successful carefree women? Oh, child-free women. Yes, but they may not have been born women, or they may be so into their career they don't even want children, or they may um, not have kids because they're young and successful and carefree, which means they probably won't be dating a dusty. So a lot of women who don't have kids and are child free. I'm sorry, did I say carefree? Child free. They're a lot of them are super picky and wouldn't date the type of men who are looking for child free women anyway. I know that's a sting. A lot of these guys are saying, I'm looking for child free women, but they're not looking for you. You don't make enough money. Okay. Um, these guys on here barely making six figures, or barely stepping out of the five figures on, barely making six figures, talking about they want a woman with no children. Sir, you don't make enough money. Okay. Get your money up. Oh, MK, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. A lot of these guys out here saying, y'all, all women got children. We don't want y'all. Y'all got kids. No, you can't afford us. And you can't even afford the ones with no kids. So you can't afford women with kids or without kids. Remember that. Mm. You said they expect exclusivity with child-free women to barely touching six figures. Exactly. If a woman doesn't have children, that doesn't mean she's going to be faithful to you or give you children or be faithful to you. She got options. Barely touching six figures is not going to buy you a woman's exclusivity who is child-free. Okay? Y'all need to remember that. um so I think a lot of these guys think, okay, I'm glad that y'all are making it to six figures, man. But is it high six figures? Is it mid six figures? Or is it barely six figures? Because six figures is nothing when you start a family. Okay. If you start a family, you need to buy a house, you need to have insurance, you need to have all these expenses, and your six figures are going to leave you with barely enough money to eat if it's a low six figures. Okay. So if you're all thinking that you're all that and you want a woman with no children and you barely touching six figures and you're a high value man, you're not going to be high value once you start a family. You're not going to have no spending money once you start a family. Once you, especially if the woman is not going to work while she's pregnant or work at all after she has a child. You're not going to be so high value after that if you're paying all the bills and barely touching six figures and have three kids by this lady. You're not going to be able to support them. So you can't you can't sit there and say you're a prize and you're high value if you can't even afford to live in a luxurious lifestyle and provide for a family, because that doesn't count. I mean, if you're just a man that is dateable, who's going to spend money on dates, maybe a few gifts, and maybe pay a phone bill or two, that's the highest value that you're going to get to. Because if you're barely touching six figures as a grown man who's trying to start a life and a family and be a provider, then you're not going to have enough. You're going to have to find multiple streams of income or more money, or get a raise or something, continuously get a raise in your career. Oh, Percy, old men just want a young girl's attention. They feel young again. Exactly, Percy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That old man feel good when you sit next to him. He gonna give you all his money. Yeah. So these guys who are calling these guys simps who are providing for their families, it's because they can afford to provide for them. They don't go around trying to claim titles of high value or talk down to women because they have kids or anything like that. They just go make the money and go get the woman they want. There's no struggle about it. They just go get it because they have the money. If y'all are sitting here complaining, it's because you don't make enough money. A man who makes enough money does not complain too much about women. You know, they got 99 problems, but a B ain't one. Okay, they say. If you got problems that all concern women, then we know you broke. If every complaint out of your mouth is about a woman, we know you broke. So that's the red flag when a man is always complaining about a woman. She got kids. She not submissive. You ain't rich. Period. Your problems will be solved. How much year would you say to take care of a woman? Six figures. It takes six figures to take care of just a woman. Hmm. Add some kids, you're gonna need to be you need to add some more figures. You know what I'm saying? Mid six figures, quarter six figures. It costs a lot these days, especially if it's an attractive woman who values herself. She's gonna want to drive a luxury vehicle, right? She ain't gonna be driving whatever. If you're driving a luxury vehicle, she needs to be in a luxury vehicle too. She's going to want it to be in an exclusive neighborhood where the school districts are good so her kids can go, or she wants to put the kids in private school. That's money right there. Just the woman alone, she's gonna wanna live in a nice area if she doesn't have kids. She's gonna wanna go shopping. She's gonna wanna decorate the house. She's gonna want the latest fashions, purses, shoes. She may wanna start a business, and you might need to give her some money to invest and start her own business. She may not wanna cook every day, so y'all gonna be eating out. She's gonna need to get her hair done if she likes to maintain some sort of hairstyle. Y'all gonna need to go on vacation somewhere, so it's gonna cost you some money. The race doesn't matter even if she's white. I don't care what race she is. If she's getting your money and you're paying, I don't care what race she is. You still paying for some woman. Um, it wouldn't matter to me because I don't care. Date who you want. But honestly, people that make it about race, you know, um, do it on purpose because they feel some sort of way. I don't care what race you're dating as long as you're paying for a woman and being a provider man and she is being provided for. You don't care. Okay. You said population is half women, half men, newly equal on numbers. Men, stop lying to yourselves. There are more women than men. Our creator knew what he was doing. Okay. Um, who cares about race? My guy is Indian, 12 years older than me. Girl, nobody care about race no more. It's 2003. Get your money where people are paying you. You know, every commercial I see, every movie I see, they try to mix races and have people in all these weird looking relationships. So just get your money. Who cares? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I said weird looking relationships. Okay, get your money. Thank you. They got all these people on these commercials with mixed race families, white, black, Indian, Asian, short, tall, one with an afro, one bald. Just get your money, baby. Okay. So I gotta go, y'all. But I will see y'all on the next one. Thank y'all, everybody who donated. CC in the house, sprinkle, sprinkle, CC. How you doing? Thanks for being a member. Thank you to all the members. God is wild red. Um, who else was in here earlier? T. Well, I don't see a lot of y'all. Y'all probably went to bed. It is kind of late, but I will see y'all on the next one. And remember, it ain't simping if you got it. Only broke men complain about women. Get your money up and stop blaming us for y'all's financial issues. Okay. I will see y'all on the next one. Bye.